In a 6-3 ruling along ideological lines, the justices signed off on a design that bolsters the GOP's tilt of Republican Nancy Mace's first district. It aids Republicans in holding on to the seat for the future, though their maps are already being implemented for this year's election, regardless of the Supreme Court's ruling. The High Court's conservative majority rejected arguments that the design impermissibly shifted some 30,000 Black Charleston area voters to a different district. A three-judge panel had found race was a predominant factor in the new design, ruling it a racial gerrymander in violation of the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. Republican state lawmakers insisted the boundaries were changed because of politics, not race, and appealed the decision to the Supreme Court. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
More details at SRNnews.com.
Okay, so Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 medium on-topping pizzas, 16 Parmesan bread bites, 8 cinnamon twists, and a 2-liter of Coke. Today we're on the street asking real people how much they think it all costs. All of it? All of it. $44 or $45? $34.99. The 2 pizzas are probably $10 each.
$75.
What if I told you that this Domino's Perfect Combo is only $19.99? Shut the back door.
This will feed a family.
It's Domino's Perfect Combo, and it's all just $19.99.
Buying some pretzel sticks?
Excuse me?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless.
Okay.
What if you didn't eat all those pretzel sticks by the end of the month, so this store took them back?
Good luck.
That's how some wireless companies are with your data, but TracFone Wireless gives you unlimited carryover data with active service. Keep what you pay for. Plans start at $20 a month.
Wow, that's cool.
Sir, are you bothering the customers?
Hang on. This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newnan, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewithellsworth.com, 770-755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Hey, Arnold here from Cowie the Force. Cowie the Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost.
What's up, everybody? Get like, share, and subscribe.
www.cowietheforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A.
Good morning. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share.
Minister at the Malachi Project. And what Malachi Project is fathering a generation. We have a kids mentoring program for middle school and high school age kids. We also have an after-school program for kindergarten through 5th grade. And so these programs we have for the kids are free of cost for the children. And so we do fundraisers. And right now we're doing a fundraiser with these Malachi Project t-shirts. For a $25 donation, you can receive a Malachi Project t-shirt, and your donation will go into the ministry. And so we will be on the
Good morning, Daniel. How you doing, my friend? Sports highlights. All right.
To this fundraiser and this cause we are doing with the Malachi Project. You can call or text 770-639-8685. Bless you.
Hello, this is Perry Johnson's 2 cents on the economy today. Now, as you probably know, they are wrangling over the budget there in Washington, and the discussions are getting very heated. They claim there is nothing they can cut because they have cut everything to the bone. I find that kind of amazing. The Pentagon is audited every year. In fact, they've had 5 audits, and they have failed all 5. In the last audit, it's kind of interesting. There was $220 billion that they could not find. They have no idea where the money went. They said, well, that's not really a whole lot of money in perspective, but it actually represents $1,375 per tax filer. To me, $220 billion seems like quite a bit. And if they think it's so little, why don't they send $1 billion or $2 my way? I say
Here we go. You know he's got that right, fellas, ladies, and germs. Welcome into your favorite radio show. We are in lockdown in the RyanORadio Penitentiary. It's Football Friday, so we'll talk a little bit more sports. We've got a co-founder of Moms for Liberty joining us in the final period, talking about an event that they're bringing, a marketing campaign they're bringing to Georgia. But first, let's kick it off. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, the one, the only, Ryan O'Neal. And of course, I am the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, shout it out loud across the RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, the Jordan Communication and Family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here, the Talk of Atlanta, 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and so much more. We got a lot in store for you coming up the next 3 periods. It's a TGIF Friday edition of your favorite radio show. We are holding at 66 degrees at 12 minutes past the hour. Active Pest Control bringing you a look at that time and temperature. But I tell you what, we're kicking off 3 periods of nonstop play on Football Friday. And to my haters, I got this to say to you. Dadgum straight, I am the man around here, whether they like it or not. Like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube page as well. Go to the YouTube page, like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to help a brother out, as they would say, go ahead and go to our patreon.com/RyanORadio. That's patreon.com/RyanORadio. You can throw a little pizza money towards me, or you can do the same thing at our Cash App at $RyanShelander. That's $RyanShelander, RyanShelander. RyanORadio Penitentiary with Ryan O'Neal. What's up, everybody? What's up, Bat? Can't say that on the radio, but what's up, Daniel? How you doing this morning? Mr. Sports Highlights. We appreciate you guys being with us. 3 periods of nonstop play, the best in sports, entertainment, and more, and great guests. We want to thank all our guests this week. Coach Tommy Lewis on Monday inside the Coach's Corner. So Tuesdays, sports analyst Richard Holdridge and our movie reviewer, Shane B. This past Wednesday, Weird Wednesday, Professor Brenda Gasky of Horrifying History. Yesterday, we want to thank Courtney Lizzo from the Book of the Dead podcast, the True Crime podcast. And today, we're going to have Tina with Moms for Liberty joining us at the final period, doing a little bit of news for you guys. There you go. So all that's coming up for you. We'll get your headline news throughout the morning and everything. Hello, sir. How you doing this morning? Thor, the god of thunder. Well, I know what Thor is, but I just like to say God of Thunder since I'm a kiss in the metal and punk rock. So anyway, ladies and germs, do you think the Birmingham Stallions will go undefeated this season in the UFL? 27% say yes, 73% say no. They got a big game against the Brahmas this weekend, and that's, I think, 1 or 2 teams that are going to be vying for the UFL championship, as we got an XFL conference championship and USFL conference championship. The Stallions and the Panthers are in the USFL. I think the Brahmas and the Battlehawks are in the XFL conference championship. I say they go undefeated. Birmingham does. Thank you for liking and subscribing, my friend. I appreciate that. So, little Football Friday, which is always what we do with our sports shows from 12 to 5. Football Friday, 12 to 2, Rod Peterson show. Of course, Daryl DuPont, a.k.a. Moose, is hosting that show all week as Rod is on vacation heading to Canada. He'll be traveling all through the country of Canada all summer long for his show at different venues. Also, ladies and gentlemen, 2 to 3 is the Sports Beats Richard Holdridge as baseball season finished. He always has a Football Friday preview in East Alabama, West Georgia football team. Be tuned for that from 2 to 3. And 3 to 5, Braves Country Radio. They're ready for some football action. They'll talk about this weekend. Of course, CFL, UFL action and all that within those programs. So we got all that for you. You and I are happy to be here on a TGIF Friday morning. It's a Friday evening for some of you, Friday afternoon, and Friday overnight for a lot of you. We appreciate you guys tuning in early at 4 or 5 a.m. to check us out, or late night. We do appreciate every one of you guys. Wisconsin would like to know, are you going to ever intervene? Intervene former professional baseball player Pete Rose. Oh, are they going to? Okay, I get what you're saying. Are they going to? Yeah, they need to let him go if they're going to let. We've found a couple of baseball players in 2024 that are, that are doing that are gambling, and their friends are gambling. See, the problem is Pete Rose was honest about, yeah, man, I'm the one that did it. He was just an honest guy. He should have lied like they did. That wasn't me. That was my cousin Leroy that did it, or my manager or whatever. But I agree with you on that, Jason. I really do. Riley, what's the difference between Palestinian school and military base? I don't know. I just fly the F-16. Wow. But, thank you for bringing that up. It is Memorial Day weekend. We're saluting those that are serving us as well. I am familiar with Art Bell. Yes, I'll talk about that in a moment. It's listener takeover at the beginning of the show. We thank all the guys for being with us. It's Memorial Day weekend, saluting all those that are in service for us. And we thank them for allowing me to be able to run my smack this morning and this weekend. I am familiar with Art Bell, Thor, because I do associate with some of Art Bell's, an ex-producer who used to be with Art Bell before he passed away over the years. She gets me some of my guests. So we work with her getting some of our guests. I've had comic book enthusiasts. I had a comic book guy on. I can't remember his name right now, but we've had so many great guests that if you've heard them on Art Bell and even Coast to Coast AM or something, they've been on this show as well. So yeah, you were like, you should be making multi-millions, right? Yeah, you would think, right? You would think I would be when I got some of those guests. I got some friends I got to get back on the show. I need to send them an email and get them back on the show soon. So there you go. But this morning we got Tina with Moms for Liberty joining us in the final period. She says they've got her and her group, Moms for Liberty. She's co-founder. They have a marketing campaign that they are doing in Georgia. So, we decided freedom of speech here at this radio station. What about other radio stations? We're open to everybody's side of the story. So we're allowing Moms for Liberty to be with us this morning as well. Some of you are going to enjoy it. Some of you are not. But hey, it's called information. It's not called me clickbaiting you and trying to get you to go, believe what I'm saying, that the lizard people will shapeshift into robots and the left and the white are going to fight. No. We got to get some people out there that is mixed in these sides that are doing things that people don't understand what's going on because they just really don't want to listen to the other side. And in this feed, everybody's opposite views or different points of views, and they're able to pop in here and everything and have great discussions in my feed. YouTube has actually send me a message saying, we've been watching your page and your people discuss differences of opinions without arguing. I'm like, because we get rid of all the trolls. We just let people have different opinions in there. So yeah, there you go. But we have our friends from Moms for Liberty will be with us this morning. So do you think the Stallions will go undefeated from Birmingham in the UFL? I say they will, but 36% of you only say yes, 64% in the polls say no. It is a football Friday. We'll talk about all of that stuff going on this morning. Thank you guys for being with us. And we will be getting some of our great people back on from, they did some did some coast to coast, and do some Art Bell's show back in the day. Loved his show, Thor. All right, let's jump into it. We're going to talk about Jewish passengers talking about religious bias leading to removal of a JetBlue flight. We're going to get into that in just a few moments. Also, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel will address the joint session of Congress. He did that yesterday. We'll get into all of that here shortly. And it's TGIF Friday. High near 88 day, low near 66. It's 66 right now, mostly cloudy out there. Time and temperature at 20 minutes past the hour. Brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Let's jump into it. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the joint session of Congress. House Speaker Mike Johnson announced on Thursday. He said he will be doing that just a handful of days after the International Criminal Court accused the Israel leader of committing war crimes against humanitarian efforts in Gaza. The Republican lawmaker Mike Johnson made the announcement Thursday night at the National Building Museum during an event hosted by Israel's embassy in Washington, D.C. to mark the Middle Eastern country independence. He said, tonight I'm happy to announce something else to you that we will be soon hosting Prime Minister Netanyahu at the Capitol for a joint session of Congress. This will be timely and I think very strong show of support of Israel and their government in their time of need. The announcement comes after the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer in March said he rejected a request for Netanyahu to speak to Congress. So on Tuesday it was announced. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys being with us. This is radio news time. Is about 22 minutes past the hour. Temperature we're holding at 66 in the metro Atlanta area. Thor says, Ryan, you know more of 90% of the population. That's why they try to keep you down. Knowledge is power, sir. Thank you, Thor. You got that right, brother. Well, they're against all of us getting along. They're against some of you guys on the left, some of you guys on the right getting along. And that's why this is an open forum here. That's why I'm not a multi-million-dollar clickbaiter, but I do get great guests on here. Like we got Monster Liberty this morning, so there you go. WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, and chat top of the morning. Blessings. Have a great and productive Friday today. Weekend. Stay healthy, blessed, focused, and motivated every day. And remember, happy Memorial Day weekend to all of you guys. And I just want to tell you this. Act right this weekend, and if you go out to a barbecue, act right. Don't blow up the barbecue and drop that frozen turkey in there or whatever. Some people do that. And don't be getting too drunk and getting on the waters, because I will embarrass you on Monday and talk about you. Oh, gotta talk about you. Thank you guys for being with us. I appreciate it. All right, ladies and germs, it's time for us to jump into more headline news. More headline news sponsored in part by our friends at Southern States Bank. Southern States Bank, making banking so much easier. In East Alabama, West Georgia, you know who you got when you're working with Southern States Bank. It's a Southern tradition, and it's all over East Alabama, West Georgia, and Noonan area right here for you. That's what I say. You say it too. Get the best banking done in town. Get that savings account up so that one day when prices go up, you don't say, hey, that's a savings account. I can take it out to go to a vacation. No, you take it out and go and pay your bills. But if you can do both, I'm not hating on you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this. This happened at JetBlue Airways Corporation. An Orthodox rabbi has accused them of discrimination for removing him from a flight after he asked to switch seats to avoid sitting next to a woman, which would violate his religious beliefs. And I understand that. We have to understand that. People have different beliefs and everything. And they don't sit next to women. They don't shut doors when meetings with women that are not their spouses. I really have to respect them for that. And when people start making fun of people that do that, I have a disrespect, whether it's Orthodox rabbis and Jewish people, or it's just somebody out here doing it on their own. You know, it's not like they're going to do anything. It's just respect. Anyway, a federal lawsuit has been filed against the pilot, falsely saying move to another seat was a violation that would cause a weight imbalance on the plane, and told the rabbi Abraham Lunger he had to get off the aircraft. Wow. His wife, Marama, and who was traveling with him, also, they were traveling with another couple, were also told they had to leave. The three, who are Orthodox Jews and plaintiffs in the suit, say that they were removed from the plane was based on religious and racial discrimination. The suit also includes allegations of civil rights violations, harassment, and what's going on with them. Wow. Ooh. The legal action was filed February 27th. The U.S. District Court at the Southern District of New York seeks an unspecific amount of money, punitive damages. In addition, JetBlue, a flight attendant listed as Jane Doe, was named as a defendant in a pretrial conference scheduled on May 31st of this month. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. I'm going to tell you before we take a break, I can't believe they should have okay, if it's imbalanced, okay, let's balance it around. Let's move this lady over here and put a gentleman next to you. It could have been worked out, but no matter what it was, you have to, no matter how much you have hate for religion or whatever BS is being told to you by the clickbait media, the false conspiracy theorists, the clickbait YouTubers are like, oh man, they're just against us because we can't transform into robots on this side. And on this side, shape-shifting lizard people, look, that's people smoking way too much THC with 180 proof in it. So they're seeing things, okay? And no matter how much you disagree with somebody, they should have found a better way to compromise. And I feel like they should have compromised with these people a little bit better. I have much respect for a rabbi that's like, look, I only want to sit next to my wife. I don't want another woman on the other side of me. It's disrespectful to my religion. Hey, do what is right. There's people out there. Remember when people made fun of Pence, and I'm not for or against anybody. I'm just using an example so nobody gets all riled up. Remember when Pence decided he didn't want to be alone in any room with any female that worked for him? He kept the doors open. He had to have a male in there with him when he was discussing stuff and everything during his time in office and whenever he was doing his other times in office. You can't disrespect people for having those beliefs and everything. And I think our society is just like, well, I don't like you. So since I don't like you, or I don't like what you stand for and everything, we got to stop. We got to get over disliking people. Okay, we got to get over, you can disagree with people without disliking them. Well, they hate who I am. Well, everybody don't hate who you are. Everybody's starting to sound like, that poor kid in 2024. Majority of people starting to sound like that poor kid that used to get picked on. Bullies didn't pick on anybody when I was in school because I used to pick on the bullies. So here comes that long-haired metal Metallica guy. He won't let me pick on the so-called nerds. He's going to bully me. But, that was a different day and time. You got to handle the difference. So the way they did it, I think they're doing what's right, and they're probably going to get a large sum of money for their organization. Have you ever wondered how far that your videos reach in the universe and how long in the future your words would be heard? I never think about that, but I would love, Thor, for that to be a part of the future of our society because, I'm all about trying to change our society. I want to be like Bill and Ted. Be excellent to one another. That's why when Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, they were the totally awesome ones for the future. The future was like awesome. We need another Bill and Ted so our future looks like that instead of what it looks like now. We're in an alternate universe. All right, do you think the Birmingham Stallions will go undefeated this season in UFL? Is Football Friday, CFL action, UFL action, and more we're going to talk about. Yes, 47% of you say they're going to go undefeated 53% if you say no. Good afternoon. It's lunchtime in South Africa. Good afternoon, Eliza. How you doing? I hope you're doing fantabulous this morning. We're going to, this afternoon, I should say. Lunchtime for you. What's for lunch today? I want to know. I'm getting hungry. It's a Football Friday Plus. We've got Tina, one of the co-founders of Moms for Liberty, joining us in the final period this morning on this edition of RyanORadio Penitentiary. We got all that in store for you. They're making their way into having a marketing campaign in Georgia. So I guess we're the first official radio station and the first official show to welcome into Georgia, the Peach State. That's right. It's all about us, the Peach State. That's all about me. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. More on the way. You're in lockdown. Don't you dare move away.
Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodent critters are doing things at all. Mike and the crew get exterminated. Let us Smackdown for you. Sunshine and a mix of
What's for lunch today?
High grade 7 winds light and variable. Partly cloudy skies this evening, going into overnight. Low near 67 light and variable winds. 85 is the high for Saturday. Partly cloudy skies in the morning, giving away.
Just a salad Friday, so doing a big ribeye on the barbecue later. Oh yeah! I'm gonna have to come to South Africa. Ribeye on the barbecue. Woo! Woo. Ribeye. Oh man. Steak. Oh man. You're getting me hungry now. Thank you. That's what. Got to come hang out at your place there since you're having ribeyes. Hang out with you guys there. Say, throw a little salad on the side for me with the ribeye. Definitely so. Logan Paul Jr., United States heavyweight champion in the house. From Australia down under. What's up, CK S6 South 6? Good morning, all. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Yes, of course. A big and honorable salute to all of our veterans and soldiers. Salute. There you go. NHL. Love the NHL, man. I think it's going to be the Oilers and the Panthers. But the Stars doing well. But I think it's going to be the Oilers and the Panthers this season. And I know that's going to split our midday show guys' house because he's kind of pulling for the Panthers since he lives in Florida with his significant other, and she is an Oilers fanatic. So that's going to be one heck of an NHL playoff if both of those go at it. So. I can just hear their house in the final 7. I don't know. Rod should have waited till then to take the week off. All right, TYD. Yes, please. Is that your favorite player? Logan Paul Jr.? Awesome. Well, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. And we want to thank CK for saying that and reminding everybody once again. We are big meat eaters in South Africa, said Eliza. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm there. I'm coming to your guys' home this weekend for Memorial Day. I'm going to come to South Africa. They're having ribeyes today. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We tell you to stay right there because it's the TGIF Friday edition. Logan Paul Jr. is in the house with us from down under. TYD says he's going to go for the Go Oilers. And, of course, we were talking about that. I said I picked them and the Panthers to be in the final, in the Stanley Cup Finals. Asked me if I was in NHL. Do I watch that? I was like, I love it. CKS6 South 6, good morning, all. He says, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. A big and honorable salute to all of our veterans. Elisa is having a big time barbecue later on today with Rabbi. So we got to head to South Africa to hang out with her and the family. We got to hang out with all of them, yeah. Ribeyes, come on. All right, we welcome you back in, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite radio show worldwide. Coming up in our final period, Tina, one of the co-founders of Moms for Liberty, will join us in the final period. We'll talk about a marketing campaign that they're bringing to Georgia. And I guess we'll be the first radio station to do so. As soon as I do this, you know what's going to happen? Every other radio station in Georgia is going to want her on. Wait a minute. How did I station down there get her? Because RyanORadio Penitentiary gets every one of the big-time guests. We have a lot of big-time guests to come on. Daniel, good morning to you as well. We want to say good morning. Thor, thank you. Ace, AU, what's up? Good morning to you, AU. How you doing? Before we get anything else, do you think the Stallions, the Birmingham Stallions, go undefeated this season in the UFL? 41% say yes. 61% say no. I say they will go undefeated. And they're going to have a good game with the Panthers coming up for the USFL Conference Championship. The Brahmas and the Battlehawks are going to battle it out. I'm going to kind of say the Battlehawks and the Stallions are going to be my final pick for the UFL's first annual championship this year in June. But we'll see how that goes. Is that Katie Turner? Hey, what is that? Turner, hey, good morning to you. So we'll get into that. We got a little sports news for you as well. Stay with us. I just want to talk about this right quick. Mexico has the market cornered on the tomato imports that come into the United States. But I'm not worried because I live in Georgia and every other house down the road is growing tomatoes. So yeah. U.S. and that's being reported by the U.S. Department of Commerce, considering adding tariffs to protect the domestic tomato growers. And, of course, seasoned tomato prices might go up in July. Let them go up in July. I got neighbors that grow their own tomatoes. I'll be good. Hey, Radio King, thank you. How are you this morning? I'm doing good, God from heaven. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling me that. I appreciate that. BLTs, TYD are the best sandwiches. Bacon, lettuce, tomato right there on. I like mine with some mayo on it and on white bread, but toasted. Yeah, that's what I like. I grow 10 different strains of tomatoes. Well, you got no worries if they start doing it. Everybody be coming to you, God for heaven, saying, hey, you know what? How much are tomatoes? You'd be like, you know what? I'm going to get it at a pretty decent price for you. Because everybody's going on a tomato sandwich. Come on. They really are. They're going to want a mater sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. In the South, tomato sandwiches are what they are. I guess somebody's eating their salad. They're not involved right now. Ryan, how are you going so far? How's your night going so far? Well, my day is going good so far. Thank you, Logan Paul Jr. It's going great. I'm going to give you a little preview next hour of some of AEW Double or Nothing for Sunday and a couple other things. I gave my favorite radio man any kind of products he wants. I just hope that if I overnight it, it won't get damaged from temperature. Okay, I appreciate that. God from heaven. We'll have to let you know where to send it and everything for sure. And everything. We love our. We lived out in Vegas, and then we lived out in Boulder City and went to California. Wow, man. You guys, farmers in California growing their foods. Oh, man, fresh foods. You guys just don't know. You get to a restaurant, This guy got a garden in the back there. Oh man. All reminds you of the South, man. A lot of people got Southern styles out there. They just don't sound like we do here. They don't have that Southern talk like we do, boy. That's right. We are right. We sound like this. That's fine. But, man, oh, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a couple other news stories and celebration of the 65th anniversary of Barbie Mattel. They're going to have some athletic Barbies going to be made. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't know this. 10-4, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Barbie fans out there, forget the movie. In celebration of the 65th anniversary, there's going to be 6 role model dolls that are going to be in the likelihood of encouraging girls to stay in sports and recognizing their full potential. Venus Williams is one of those 9 dolls that are being made into this, and girls can get these dolls to look up to. Wow. Can you believe that? And they're supposed to come out next year in the Barbie Rules Mattel group. It's about educating young ladies. We're about educating young ladies and ladies as well, because we got a lot of great women-based programming here on the network. Tune in weekdays from 10 to noon for all your women-based programming, mostly every day on the network, along with inspirational talk. God for Heaven says, my dollar makes me fresh vegetable dinner every night, and I smoke salmon out in the back. Oh man, you're doing salmon. We got Eliza down in South Africa doing ribeyes. You guys are just, oh man. I'm probably going to get we're probably going to have frozen food dinner tonight. I'm just kidding. We're about 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. And it's currently 66 degrees under beautiful sunny skies in the Atlanta Metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature in the Atlanta Metro Atlanta area brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Guys, keep voting on the voting poll. We had 227 on our Wednesday poll question. We had over 100 yesterday. And it always hits that 100 and something mark every day. So some of them are better days than others. It always helps with the analytics as well. So stay tuned for this. We've got Moms for Liberty co-founder Tina will join us in the final period, ladies and gentlemen. And after this break, we're going to talk about Kid Rock and what he's doing. Oh, Lord. No, getting drunk, shooting his mouth off is worse than shooting a gun off. KKK Kid Rock is next on the show. Plus, we'll got some other sports news for you in the next hour, and we drop in. We'll get you the CFL preseason games for this weekend, UFL games for this weekend. It's a football Friday. Do you think the Stallions will go undefeated this season in UFL? 36% of you only believe that. 64% say no, and 36% say yes. I believe they're going to go undefeated. Like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube page. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Please do. And if you want to help out a brother, go to our patreon.com/RyanORadio. That's patreon.com/RyanORadio. And you can go to our Cash App at RyanShelander. That's $RyanShelander. $RyanShelander. RyanShelander. I am into it. What's up, Tiger Man? AU says he had ribs and hot dogs for dinner last night. Oh, man. I'm coming to some of you guys' house. The temperature is 11 in South Australia right now. Sorry, Eliza, we're coming to your barbecue first, and then I'm coming out with some of these other guys, ribs and salmon and hot dogs, and she's having ribeyes. So steak's my thing. So I'm going to have to get one of those flyer mile things to go everywhere. And God from heaven already said he's going to get us some great vegetables. I'd love to have that. We got a freezer now. We got a refrigerator we can put them in now. Real good refrigerator. All right, back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you dare move away from that radio dial. Love the CFL, TYD. We'll talk more about all that in just a few.
It's the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community. We take pride in providing.
That's going to be a hard one to say. We're in the Final Four right now. I'm going to predict the Oilers take it on the Panthers, unless the other two teams, the Rangers and the Stars, surprise me. But I'm going to pick them two to play. And, wow, it's going to be hard to choose between those two teams. The Oilers and their fans have been wanting it for a long time. Hockey is a Canadian sport mainly, so I personally think even as an American that Canada should win. But Florida is the closest team to us, so we have to pull for the Panthers. So it's hard for me to say. So the Rangers might take the Oilers on, you never know. The Stars are looking good this season and everything too. So, but I'm saying the Oilers will take on the Panthers. That's who I say. They'll be. Yeah, I think everybody's pulling for them, especially or all Canadian fans that are of that team. So it was good to see the Stanley Cup go back to Canada this year for you guys. Because, and people are like, well, in America, like, well, why? Well, they're about as hardcore about NHL as we are about NFL. No, and in the South, let me explain to Southern people. NHL in Canada is the same as Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia Tech football for us. There you go. Everybody in the South's like, okay, I get it. I see why you say that it needs to go to them.
Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tune in so your life can be radically changed forever because God's love and care.
I am Apostle Deborah Harris, pastor apostle of Kingdom Connected Ministries International.
But I want to see the Panthers and the Oilers do that. I mean, nothing against the Stars at all. And we got some Ranger fans in Atlanta, but nothing against it. Just I'm pulling for the Panthers on their end.
Join us each Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. with guests who are sharing their faith, business, and ministry.
Hi, this is Mark.
I think it's the Rangers, right? I don't know. Whoever the Panthers are laying the Smackdown on.
Sunday at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE. We help those who are struggling with their faith or have doubts through discussion, inspirational stories, and contemporary Christian music. So tune in to Let Go and Let God Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE.
All Greece Warrior Defenders. Graduation season is here, and we are so excited to celebrate the amazing students in our community. Remember, our graduates are the future leaders and heroes for tomorrow. So let's continue to learn today.
Uncle Howdy!
Safer tomorrow for everyone. Be your own hero and check out Warrior Defenders.
I know, right? That's the thing. Whichever team. It's a heck of a day.
The Celtics knocked off the Pacers to take a 2-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton left in the third quarter with a hamstring injury. Mavericks visit the Timberwolves in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals tonight as they lead the series 1-0. Cavaliers on the hunt for a new head coach as they fire J.B. Bickerstaff following 5 seasons leading the team. Connor McDavid scored the game-winning goal in double overtime to let the Oilers pass the Stars in Game 1 of the Western Conference Final. Rangers try to even the Eastern Conference Final series in a game apiece against the Panthers. The two face off in Game 2 tonight at Madison Square Garden. The NCAA and the 5 power conferences have agreed to allow schools to directly pay players for the first time in over 100 years of college sports. Wheels get rolling for the 108th running of the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's sports. I'm Trey Vander, NBC News Radio.
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning to you. I'm Ryan O'Neal, and you hear in the background a little Kid Rock there. Usually when I play this music, it's always something there's a tour going on or something big going on. Maybe they've gave some money to somebody. No, Kid Rock, Mr. Michigan man, wannabe Southerner. I guess some of his uneducated people that follow him would love his racist remarks. In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, and some people are like, well, I don't like Rolling Stone magazine. I understand. Look, if you're too left or too right, grow up. To me, that's why, I'm having our friends from Mom for Liberty on this morning to learn more about their organization so that people go, if you're too left on them, hey, come on. But Kid Rock's, he's facing some heat after an interview with a journalist with Rolling Stone magazine where he was like waving a gun around. Now, look, I wouldn't have cared about that as a journalist. I mean, I'm so used to seeing it walking up and down the street where I live in the South that, that's all right. Oh, that guy's got to go. Okay, that's fine. Good old boy, that's fine. No, that wouldn't have been the problem. The problem came about when he started dropping the N word. Like that idiot that was on our feed yesterday that wanted to go, well, all white people died. My mama said that all white people should be able to say that. My mama and my daddy, my mama said my daddy went on vacation. When he went on vacation, my mama's daddy went on vacation too at the same time. His grandpa did. So the thing about it is, Kid Rock, I've seen how they presented this story on different formats, and they're just trying to act like on the format that likes him, that he just like was doing this and he was acting up and and everybody's like, oh, he's just acting up. You got to read into it more. Kid Rock is dropping the N word because he's a honky tonker now. Kid Rock the racist. KKK Rock. Ain't gonna make fun of him, Ryan. That's gonna make somebody mad. Well, he shouldn't have did what he did. If he was just waving, if the Rolling Stone journalist would say, I was so uncomfortable with him waving his gun around, I'd been like, oh, what? Get over it. But he was waving his gun around and throwing out the N word. All drunk too. He was drunk at the time, I think, and he was drinking Bud Lights, by the way. The ones he shot up. I think Kid needs to get himself into rehab. But it seems like every time we turn around, one of these artists like that, or Morgan Wallen saying something, people are like, yeah, they were just drunk. They were just having a bad day. Morgan Wallen throwing chairs on the people and hitting cops standing near a bar. Oh, he was just having a problem. I love his music. How can you love somebody? You're trying to say it's all right to be violent when you're drunk? Yeah, man, I get violent when I get drunk. Hell, that's why Dave Mustaine was kicked out of Metallica. They were happy drunks. He was a mean drunk, and they didn't want him in there. Yahoo! Come on, kid. Keep on being prejudiced, Kid Rock. There you go. You'd be like, I thought Kid Rock used to be a rapper. Y'all can't talk about them like that, man. They apologize for saying those words. Yeah, well, they killed off Roseanne Barr, and she didn't even say the word. She just said something that was disrespectful in that sense, and they killed off her character and started Connors all over for 7 seasons. So, but we're going to let Kid Rock get away with it. He used to hang out in the ghetto so he can get away with it. Sure. I bet you, I remember I saw a documentary on him one time. Somebody said he's got a ghetto pass. I bet that ghetto pass has been, canceled. Woo-wee. Love Dave Mustaine fell asleep on his arm and killed his arm. Wow. Laugh out loud. Dave Mustaine fell asleep on his arm and killed his arm. AU said Kid Rock is always a loser anyway. You just can't say things, man. And I'm not against anybody listening to any kind of music whatsoever or whatever. I just got a better taste in music and play a better taste in music on the drums than everybody else around me. I understand. Not everybody has a good taste in music like I do. Punk rock, heavy metal, rock and roll. I mean, I understand that. But I'm not putting everybody down for what they do. I'm just saying that nerve damage. I know he's got that nerve damage, but he got his hand back up and he's doing great. So Dave, the thing about Dave I love about him is he's a religious guy too. And he thought about his organization, his corporation, and the people working for him when his bass player, Dave, messed up and was online with a 19-year-old girl and, having fun. If that video hadn't got out, Dave Mustaine wouldn't have cared. But it's like, wait, what? You did what? Now, that's between you and your wife if she wants to stay with you. But what? I'm going to have to get rid of you. Killing is my business, and business is good. Thor, thank you. Woo. There you go. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There's only one artist I will never talk bad about. And that's Taylor Swift. I don't want the Swifties coming. I don't care what Kid Rock fans think. I don't want the Swifties coming after me. Got one that lives up the street from me. Come by and talk to these guys. And I said, you guys should put up your Taylor Swift flag again. I said, you're the second person to say that. And they did. I was like, uh-oh. I got it put back up. So if you see it going down Washington Street, it was Ryan's fault. He was the one that encouraged it. We're going to come get you, Ryan. It's the heavy metal punk rocker in me. Anything that pisses most people off, I got it too. Yeah, but you get along so well with everybody in here, Ryan. I know, but people are different in here. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, period number 2. We got more sports news for you. We're going to jump into it. Do you think the Stallions will go undefeated this season in UFL? 39% say yes. 61% say no. They got 2 more games. They can lose one of the 2. When we return on the network in period number 2, we're going to be talking about some sports, give you AEW's Double or Nothing rundown, Smackdown for tonight, and other headline news and sports news for you as we get ready for the CFL's preseason game this weekend, preseason games and UFL games. More Oilers, NFL, NHL action there this weekend. We'll get into all that and much more in period number 2 as we prepare for Mom Tina from Moms for Liberty will join us in the final period this morning. We're going to talk about the marketing campaign those ladies are bringing to Georgia. We'll be back in a moment. What's going on? No, stop.
This is the Make a Difference Minute with 6 convenient locations to serve you. Bankston Motorhomes is your local RV dealer. They have some of the top brand name RVs for sale at incredible prices. Whether you're looking for an awesome RV for a long-term road trip or a smaller or more lightweight RV for the occasional weekend getaway, Bankston Motorhomes is here to provide you with some outstanding options.
Couple love, mainstream, funny relationships for you. Thank you, Thor. Hashtag all of that, brother. Thank you.
Visit one of their 6 convenient locations.
Be nice.
Florence, Warrior, Albertville, and Ardmore, Nashville, Tennessee. That's Bankston Motorhomes. On this Make a Difference Minute, I have Emma Gregory, founder of the 15-Minute Project.
Sergeant Nick Brassner was on his way home from work. He got off work 15 minutes early. All the other cars were passing by, but even though Nick was off work, he still noticed that there was something a little different, that this car wasn't just broke down on the side of the road. He was able to pull over and snap me out of
When we get close to the
state of just being completely over everything.
King and Queen of the Ring event, it's going to be in there.
Just came over and embraced me, and
It's going to be Logan Paul,
crying, and I have my best friend on the
Cody
phone.
Rhodes question for you.
I jumped. If it wouldn't have been for him stopping, because he didn't have to. He wasn't on
I would have did AEW, but I know you're not an AEW fan, and most wrestling fans are not.
Really was the hero that I see him as. We are looking into creating a website and maybe
Happy Memorial Day weekend heading into the weekend.
put all of the resources together. Because ultimately that's really what I want the 15-minute project. I don't want it to just be people come across my story and they're inspired. That's amazing. I do want people to be inspired by my story and others. But I also want it to be practical. You know, when we're talking about practicality, someone who is in
I'd like to get Prime as a sponsor. Wouldn't that be cool, Logan Paul Jr.?
more than just a little inspiration.
You can follow the 15-minute project on Facebook.
We drink Prime.
Be sure
I
to
like
follow
Prime.
our show on Facebook and Instagram, and
I drink their fruit punch one. I like that one, and then a couple other ones.
Encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
WQEE.
That's a good energy drink. Logan Paul, like Logan Paul or not anybody out there, he did create a good energy drink.
SRN News, I'm Tasha Stevens. Democrats failed to advance a border security bill in the Senate, losing by a vote of 43-50. Oklahoma Senator James Langford says Democrats are simply playing a political game.
Today is not a bill, today is a prompt. Today is a political messaging exercise. Today is an opportunity to be able to have a vote
Good morning, Ryan and Novel Nation, everyone else. What's up, Pete?
later tonight and say, look, I tried to do something, but no work was actually done to try to get something done. And
By the way, guys, Logan is 12,
Legislation bars
So.
the Federal Reserve from issuing digital currency.
but none of you guys have said anything, but I'm just letting it be known.
Partisan lines, Republicans voting in favor. Republicans, including former President Trump, have been concerned about potential government misuse of digital currency and lack of privacy. Also at SRNnews.com, Iowa residents are picking up the pieces after deadly tornadoes that cut a wide swath of their state.
Iowa, I'm hoping Cher's all right. One of our OGs here in the penitentiary.
Damage from Tuesday's tornadoes.
I was on the ground yesterday, and I can't even tell you the amount of debris that has been collected and hauled off. In some of those streets, it looked like a different place. You couldn't even see what was left of the homes in a lot of the areas, and especially the downtown area where so many homes were impacted right next to the hospital. Tremendous progress there as well.
National Weather Service officially confirms it was an EF2 tornado that ripped through the central Texas town of Temple Wednesday. The National Weather Service says the twister had winds of 120 miles an hour. About 30 homes and businesses were destroyed, with up to 200 others damaged. No fatalities, but there were over 30 injuries reported, most of them minor. Temple's in Bell counties between Waco and Austin. This is SRN News. Else at SRNnews.com.
Okay, so Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 16 Parmesan bread bites, 8
Pete,
cinnamon twists,
Pete,
and
Pete, Pete, Pete.
Today we're on the street asking people how much they think about all of it.
Yeah, I know you got a laugh in life, brother.
$34.99. The 2 pizzas are probably 10 each. 75. What if I told you that this Domino's Perfect Combo is only
Tiger Man, what's up? What's up, Tiger Man? What's up, brother?
It's Domino's Perfect Combo and it's all just $19.99.
You know why his nickname's Tiger Man? Just ask his girlfriend.
We're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. SouthernStatesBank.net. FDIC and NMLS number 410611.
Nick Arnold here from Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is new and
Pete's like in the wolves, so it must be a wolf.
to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted.
Pete's off today. He's not working.
And all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Hey everyone, my name is Jared Watts. I'm a minister at the Malachi Project. And what Malachi Project
What's up, Ben? What's up, brother? How's it going?
mentoring program for middle school and high school age kids. We also have an after school program for
Hope you're doing good this morning, Ben,
So,
or afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. We appreciate you.
so we do fundraisers. Right now we're doing a fundraiser for these Malachi Project.
It probably is his spirit animal, yeah. Rob Peterson, who does the midday show, say that we have spirit animals together. That's why he came to the station. Everybody was like, what? That's my NHL, CFL, NFL expert. We're the only radio station he's on in the Georgia area. Just like we're the only ones going to have Mob for Liberty coming up next hour. It's all because radio is automated. Everything's voice tracked. AIs took over. I was reading something on from a disc jockey out in Missouri or somewhere. The company he worked for has shut down all of their disc jockeys. Why? Because they can do AI disc jockeys. I know, because the guy that owns the station was telling me how they could do that. I was like, good thing we're all sports talk. Too bad for the music stations.
Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of the Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners
Thor!
Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear
Yeah, there's always somebody listening. You got that right, Thor. I feel bad for my brothers and sisters in arms that are losing their jobs because of this AI thing. EMK says, can I get a, oh, yeah. There you go. I got it for you. Can I or do my best? Ooh, yeah. Do my macho man. Oh, nothing wrong with AI. It's just it's eliminating jobs. I've heard it. It sounds just like real people. And it's great to help you writing. Now, if you're writing commercials and stuff and writing things for, you can just put in topics and it writes it for you. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It helps out with that, but I don't want to get rid of people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tiger Man. We can't have quiet on the set because... Yes, I am awesome. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a very good night. You're inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary lockdown. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on that shoutcast, shout it out loud. Across that RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and don't be coughing there, Ryan, and Arizona and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, 99.1 FM WQEE. At the Talk of Atlanta, we are the home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more. It's WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key. Tiger Man is on with us this morning, joining us along with Pete. Says good morning to us and the Navajo Nation. Ben is with us this morning. Thank you, Ben. And there you go. It is about 10 minutes past the hour, 66 degrees, beautiful, mostly cloudy skies out there, I should say, in the metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Good morning, EMK. What's up? Yeah. And Thor says, can I put it like this, though? If we let AI do things we don't want, can't we unskill to better jobs, etc.? Yeah, we can do better jobs. Yeah, we can get better skills for better jobs. But still, why would you want to pull somebody out of this business? I'll be honest with you, I'd pull my hair out if I was not in the radio business. If I had to work some mediocre job that other people don't call mediocre jobs, but it'd be mediocre to me, not because I think I'm a star or anything like that, but because it's just not my calling. I wouldn't be able to do it. I just wouldn't be able to do it. People try to change people all the time. If you're called to do something, you just wouldn't be able to do it. So that's why I feel bad, because I read an article this morning and that was put on one of my fellow radio personalities pages this morning, talking about, how local radio is great and everything, but now some of these big corporations are getting rid of people because they can use artificial intelligence and automation to get rid of that without having to bring anybody in live. They may bring 1 or 2 people in live. To me, what is going to make your company in a local community stand out more is you are live. Why people come to this station, why I've got Monster Liberty on next hour, why we have great guests throughout the day is because we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it's some pre-recorded shows that are sent to us with great guests on it, but we're still live. It's a program. It's live. It's local people. And I agree with you on that, Thor, that it can help out. But like I said, this is my calling. This is what I'm going to do. And it's not because I want to be, if I was want to be a star, then I'd be on this clickbait, jumping on the clickbait bandwagon to try to get people mad on the YouTube, right? Instead of doing this the proper way. They're like, wow, you got a lot of listeners, but, and YouTube's already said, hey, we're going to talk to you about you putting advertising on your program because of your YouTube is going up every single day, and we appreciate that. But I don't do it for that. I do it for us. Logan Paul Jr. says, how can humans build robots, but we can't stop climate control? That's a good question. And of course, I know some people believe it, some people don't, but we don't put anybody down for that. So there you go. But I think that, like truck drivers, what about their skills? Those people are not going to relearn a skill, and it takes talent to drive a truck, believe me, in the midst of rain in downtown Atlanta. Come on. Everybody's not called to do that. I don't like driving through Atlanta. So everybody's not called to drive. So you see what I'm saying? Hello, beautiful people from Doc Brown in Australia. I mean, if people can follow their passions like you, sir, wouldn't population be happy? Oh, yeah, Thor, I think so. We have a lot of kids, a lot of young people that possibly can do a lot more too. Yeah, I just want to keep radio alive. And it is more alive than newspaper and television, because Roku is taking over to where you can go there and watch all this stuff. And I told somebody yesterday, I said, give it a couple of years. Told 2 people, give it a couple of years, you're going to see Target on Roku. Roku is not in everybody's home yet, while cable still is. But give it a couple of years, when you start seeing Target commercials and major commercials like that, and everything that you see on network television, you see on Roku, that's when you're going to see the change happen. But radio is still local and free to most people in their areas. And if you just put automation on there, I'm going to tell you, local people don't want to hear that. They don't want to. They think, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to waste my money on that. You can't expect a local advertising business to waste money on an AI all day. So I want to keep it for the next generation, because there's a lot of kids. I got kids in my family know what radio is, and their generation have never experienced radio, but they know what it is because I'm in it. So, pretty chill, says Doc Brown. Cool. But I agree with you on that. Following their passions, Thor. I do. And everything. But by bringing that up, you made me remember something I wanted to say this morning that I didn't know if I was going to say or not, that you made it possible. Thank you, Thor. Thank you. About my friends that are in the radio business. And if you are in the radio business and you are in the Atlanta market and you have a great show or a great idea and sponsors, come talk to me. Because look, not every one of us are going to get a shot to jump on Roku and put something on there. Not everyone's going to get a shot to do all this everything. You might want to bring your shot to radio stations that are local and doing things instead of going, well, I'm just going to keep doing this stream thing, because streaming is not really working the way it should, because all television platforms and radio platforms and broadcast platforms are utilizing it. Ryan, they recently created the most powerful AI chip yet. The next 10 years of AI is going to be rough. I have heard that. I've heard that, my friend. Whew. Have a look at the new. Oh, yeah, I'll take a look at that chip. I'll take a look at it. I have heard that. And I just feel like it's rough on people. And I know that the Generation Z and below are going to be, they were born into it. If you're 2-3 year olds right now can pick up a tablet and turn it on and go straight to what they want to watch because it's inbred and born in them. God let it be born in them. The quantum computer has been activated, says Dr. Brown. Tiger Man says AI. But you got a lot of older people who are just not used to that yet. And no, we're not talking about boomers. We're talking about the Generation Xers. Boomers are so gone right now, you know. They think lizard people are real or shapeshifters or whatever. They're so gone right now. We're not talking about them. Sorry, boomers, I don't want you getting mad at me. I'm talking about us Generation Xers. We're trying to adapt with the up and coming for the youth. Good thing we got family members who can show us. I barely get on I know how to get on the computer and the YouTube and everything, but that's about as far as I go. I guarantee if I handed my YouTube page to somebody that was 6 years old in my family, they'd be like, check this out. How did you get me there? How did you get that many more people added without me paying for it? What did you do there? Logan Paul Jr. said is they can build robots. Why can't they build robots that can pick up rubbish? Why can't they? Yes, that's a good idea. The intelligence of this new chip is 1,000 times more powerful than the last one. Whoa. Skynet. Isn't that I've heard that name before. I've heard that before. And it can be run on very low power, unlike the last generation. Oh, wow. Thank you, Thor. We're getting some cool information this morning about AI. I thought I was crazy as a kid, but it's becoming a reality. Yeah, I know, right? It's got all those programs we watch. Oh, this would be cool in the future. War games. Now we're sitting here in the middle of all that going, what? It was our generation that started thinking of all this stuff to make money on it and going, we're going to make it a reality. And then the millennials, Generation Z, and the next generation just took it and ran with it. Like, oh, folks, we're going to show you how to do it. And they say, really, old folks? Sitting up. Really, old folks, sit down, boomers, they say. The Generation X's want to learn. Well, we can teach them. You guys, no. You're still got your phone hung on your wall. All right, take a look at a couple of headline news this morning. Representative Dwight Evans suffers a stroke. Will be away from Congress for 6 weeks. We'll pray for him. European Commission fines U.S. Oreo maker $360 million. We'll tell you why in a moment. Also, at least 9 killed, 50 injured as winds gust brings down a stage in a Mexican campaign rally. Nearly all Russians barred from entering Norway over the war against Ukraine. And we told you about this last hour. Customer tomato prices are on the rise in July. I'm not worried about that. God from heaven out in California is going to send me some tomatoes, and I got people around here who got tomatoes for me. U.S. State Department said on Thursday that warning all Americans not to travel to Venezuela, citing the high level of crime and civil unrest there. The State Department raises the travel advisory to a level 4, the most dangerous level of all times. You guys don't travel there. Well, we can go to South Africa. It'd be all right because we got to go have, food. All right, let's get some other news for you right quick. NFL ownership selected Pittsburgh this year as the host city in the 2020 NFL draft. The 2025 NFL draft will be held April 24th through the 26th in Green Bay, Wisconsin next year. So there you go. All right, we'll give you a rundown. Hey, the trolley's out. Oh, no. Oh, man. T-Lab, mobile gaming, music production. What's up, guys? Good morning to you. That is so awesome. They obviously doing pretty well. Big old trailer and nice pickup truck. Well, anyway, the European Commission on Thursday has fined the makers of Oreo and Ritz crackers $365 million for hindering the cross-border trade of chocolate, cookies, and coffee products between its members in violation of the market competitive rules. The commission accused the United States-based company of anti-competitive agreements and practices by abusing its position in the world's largest producer of chocolates and cookie products. We just spent our last dollar on here in America. We don't argue about it. They entered into 22 anti-competitive agreements that limited the territories and customers in which 7 wholesale customers could resell their products. The commission said one agreement included a provision demanding that their customer apply higher prices to exports compared to domestic sales. That's not a good idea. Where the UN members said that you're not doing that. Where they're going, the resale of them are a little higher in Germany, brokering into Belgium, Romania, and Australia. So there you go. Guys, Ritz crackers and Oreo cookies are a little too much down and under. And the commission said that it's similar to violating commission rules and trading with member status. They're trying to keep their money, trying to keep their CEOs driving those nice BMWs and stuff while they complain about the economy. Just trying to do that. Taking your last little bit of dollar for them Oreos. How much? Look, I get the cheaper version of the Oreos. They're just as good. Go in there, Oreos are $5 a pack. Go over here, stuff unknown ones are $1 or $2 a pack. Okay. They taste the same as milk. Ritz crackers, the unknown crackers, we'll go over here and get them. Put a piece of cheese on them, piece of ham on them, whatever. Tastes the same. We know how to do that here in the South. Do you think the Stallions will go undefeated this season in UFL? That's the poll question this morning. Yes, 37% say yes, and no says 63%. There you go. Shrinkflation is the thing going on. I agree with you, Doc Brown. They don't care. You get this big old bag of air and 5 chips in them. Pop it open. And there's only 5 chips in this thing. It's for us to make more money. We don't care about you. And the people that are making the cheaper brands, once you go, oh man, this don't taste that as good as a Doritos, they fill them all the way to the top. I'm like, okay, I'll get this cheaper brand. Crunch, break my teeth for it, but it'll be all right. At least it's filled to the top. I know that's right, Doc Brown. Beep, please. Global shrinkflation. Oh, my Lord. So there you go. They're like, no, we can't pull it off. We can't destroy anybody. This is just wrong. Wrong. Other headline news this morning. Mexico, we told you about, has a market corner on the tomato imports in the United States, and that the U.S. Department of Commerce has considered adding tariffs to protect domestic tomato growers. By July, everything could go up. Don't worry, I live in the South. I've got every other neighbor I have has a tomato plant growing. And then, God for heaven, out in California, he's got a large crop. He said he'd send me some. I'm all right. See if you can get some friends to do that for you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of Barbie's 65th anniversary, Mattel is honoring 9 athletes and have brokered some deals with them for breaking boundaries and being role models. One of those is Venus Williams, the tennis player, is of $9. It's going to be out next year during the Barbie Rowe Mattel series. Captain Hot Buns is in the house this morning. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. Free LOL Gaming is in the house. Probably a gamer that knows what he's doing. I saw a gaming site come by here in a big old vehicle and a big old trailer. You'd have loved it. Fire. I said free. Fire LOL Gaming. You'd have loved it. Hot Buns. Hello, Buns, man. Still to come in the final period this morning, we're going to have Tina, one of the co-founders of Mom for Liberty. She's talking about the marketing campaign they're bringing to Georgia and looking for you guys to be a part of that. We'll be with her period number 3 this morning. Also, we still got a little bit more wrestling wrap-up to drop in for you in our daily devotion. Oh, and Junior YouTuber. I changed my name. Okay, Junior YouTuber, that is so cool. Well, we're glad you're still with us, even though you changed your name. Changing your name is half the battle. G.I. Joe. That's what they used to say. Our daily devotion this morning sponsored by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan on this TGIF Friday, heading into Memorial Day weekend, saluting all of our soldiers for a weekend. On Monday is Memorial Day, and Eliza already said, and she's going to have ribeye today in a barbecue. People are talking about some of the barbecues they have. God for heaven's doing salmon. Oh, man, come on, guys. You're making me hungry. So there you go. But anyway, daily devotion from Jesus Listens, Sarah Young. She is the author of Jesus Calling. This is brought to you by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue here in Metro Atlanta area, Noonan. Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. inside services, outside under tent, 9 a.m. and 10:30 inside services for you and me and the hip cool kids at 6:30 p.m. Well, not for me because I'm not hip. Coming from Philippians 4:4-5, Galatians 5:22-23, Hebrews 13:8, and Psalms 107:43. God, gentle, loving God, this is a good one for us. Help me rejoice in you always. Let my kindness be evaluated at all times. I found to rejoice in you protects me from temptation to comply with other things that shouldn't be. When my circumstances are stressful, it's all too easy for me to become irritable. But you are teaching me to demonstrate not to be so irritable. I'm trying to not be irritable to others. This is a possibility to extend that I find joy in you. There's always much more for me to rejoice in you. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I am not. I will grow with you. Please remind me to thank you frequently for your constant presence and unfailing love. When circumstances seem to get me down, like I don't have enough money to pay my bills, or my car went out on me, or my family don't like me, or whatever is your problems out there. None of those are mine. When circumstances are getting me down, I need to turn my attention to you and consider your great love for me. Now, I've had problems with money in the past. Don't worry. That's called being normal. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you guys for indulging me there. Thank you, Sweet Leaf, for saying about time that I got on there. Sue says a good one there. Always responsive and helping. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, brother. Yes. Thank you. I will do that, Randy. Rocket Cody. Thank you, brother. I will start a Facebook group up and do that. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good idea. I didn't think about it, brother. You know, I'm just in here doing my thing, but I appreciate you. Much love to my brother, Randy Rocket Cody, the man that has went out and investigated Jack the Ripper and the Zodiac Killer and gave you answers to it. And he's always on the show the first Wednesday of every month. So there you go. That's the man right there. Thank you, brother. That's a good idea. Good night, beautiful people. Good night, Doc Brown. I know you have to go, but we appreciate you being with us. And no, Logan doesn't want you to go. Oh, that's sweet. 29 minutes past the hour. Hold on. We're holding at 67 degrees behind cloudy skies in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, and gooey things at all. Michael and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. We got a little wrestling news coming up for you in just a few, and we'll get into some other things. I want to say good morning going out to the Grove with Tamia at 7 East Broad Street. She has a lot of great home items there and upscale items for your needs. Be a part of that. 7 East Broad Street, the Grove. I like that. It's cool. She's groovy. The groove is groovy. The groove. There you go. Hey, I'm glad to see you in here, Cher. I was worried about you when I heard about some of the other storms. Good morning. Strong storms through the early morning hours around 4:30 today. I was worried about you guys. Thank you for blessing me up. And guys, like, subscribe, and share the page. Thank you, Randy Rocket Cody, for that great idea. Always my friend from the metalden.com, RandyRocketCody.com, and we appreciate him. He's a genius when it comes to things, because think about this. Everybody's stealing his work. Oh, other people say borrow or utilize or take. No, it's stealing. He don't say it like that because he's a nice guy. He knows that he's the number one when it comes to metal journalism, but I say they're stealing his work. But that's me. That's what radio people say. That's my friend, man. Don't steal his work. He tags all of my pages and everything because it's awesome to have him do that. It's raining hard and super windy here. Thankfully, no help. Thank God, Cher. I didn't want that to happen either. Guys, you want to help out with a brother? Get him a pizza or something? Go to our patreon.com/RyanORadio. It's patreon.com/RyanORadio. Or you can go to our Cash App at $RyanShelander. That's RyanShelander. Back here in a moment on 99.1 FM WQEE The Key and all over our streams. Sweet Leaf says, help a brother. Sue says, I'm going to try to help a brother out. Bob says, do it. Thank you, Navajo Nation. We love you guys. We really do. Back in a moment. Still to come, Moms for Liberties co-founder Tina will join us. Stay tuned. I'm glad I'm just glad it's rain and it's a little windy there. I don't like it when it happens around me. I wouldn't want it to happen to anybody else. Well, we got Moms for Liberty on with us this morning. They got an event. They're doing a marketing campaign in Georgia and some other states. Respond to Randy. They have not, but I'll try to get with them for you, Logan Paul Jr. I want you at WrestleMania next year, taking on the senior, wiping him out, taking that U.S. title. And then I'm going to come out as your manager. Like the guy who used to come out with Imunga, the cigars. I don't even smoke, but it's still a fake cigar. You're welcome, buddy.
Why settle for less when you can have the list? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine, CP Financial Top Local Sales Agent. Your peace of mind is just a call with
Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newland's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.org or follow us.
There we go. That sounds good. I'll do that. Gail, what's up, Gail and the Zoo crew? What's up, Zoo crew? We got a great guest coming up this morning. Guys, Moms for Liberty co-founder will be joining us. That's a pretty big one. I think we'll be the first station in Atlanta to do that interview since they're coming in. And just wait till next week, you'll start seeing every radio station that's got some kind of news program that's going to try to interview them. All because they'll be copying us. And I'm talking about me and you guys, the penitentiary. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is RyanORadio. That's right. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 37 minutes past the hour under kind of mostly cloudy skies in the metro Atlanta area, holding at 67 degrees. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Like, subscribe, and share to the page there, guys. We appreciate it. Our poll question this morning is, do you think the Birmingham Stallions will go undefeated this season in the UFL? 38% say yes, 62% say no. A couple more games left before the playoffs. I say they go undefeated. They keep focusing on every game like they do. I say they go undefeated. And we'll get into some sports news wrap up here. Let's do some CFL and UFL football action. It is Football Friday. You guys ready for kickoff this weekend? Well, Saturday, St. Louis Battlehawks will take on the Renegades, who've only won one game this season. 12 p.m. Stallions and the Brahmas will be Saturday at 3 p.m. I'm checking that one out for them to stay undefeated. Sunday, the Panthers and the Roughnecks, 2:30 p.m. on ESPN. Fox will have the DC Defenders and the Showboats at the same time. That is your games of the week and the UFL as we get ready for some end of the season stuff in June will be playoffs. Also, CFL action this coming up Saturday. You got the Red Blacks taking on the Tiger Cats at 2 p.m. The BC Lions taking on the Stampeders at 4 p.m. The Rough Riders will take on the Elks 4 p.m. And Toronto will take on Montreal 7:30 p.m. This coming up Saturday. That's CFL action, preseason action there. NFL reports that the 2025 NFL Draft will be held April 24th through the 26th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and everything. So that's all the stuff that's going on in the world of football action for you guys and everything. Now here's a little hockey news. Connor McDavid scored 32 seconds in the second overtime, giving the Oilers a 3-2 win against the Dallas Stars in Game 1 of the Western Conference Final at the American Airlines Center this past Thursday. He redirected his center pass from Evan to Jake. It was a nice to score in overtime, a big goal, great play, as usual, said McDavid. The captain of the Oilers said, you've got to win a tight game. We're down to the final four teams, and you don't get in the final four without being a great team. So all four teams are solid. Dallas is a great team. It's going to be a tight hockey game. I am ready for this, and I'm going to be saying mine is going to be the Oilers taking on the Panthers, and the Panthers going to defeat the Rangers. It's going to be tight. The final four great teams, but I say the Panthers take it. Florida will represent Florida, and it will be the Oilers right there. And that's for you hockey fans out there. And we had some hockey fans on. TYD was on earlier with us. Coming up tonight for you wrestling fans, King and Queen of the Ring semifinals tonight as we head into King and Queen of the Ring. Next weekend, I believe, heading into Saudi Arabia. Tama Tuhunga will take on Randy Orton tonight. Orton's going to win that one. I think he takes on Gunther in the finals. And Nia Jax will take on Blanca Belair. I think Nia will win that one. So Street Profits take on the remaining members of the Bloodline in a tag team match. Bayley, the women's champion, will defend against Chelsea Green. And AJ Styles will come face-to-face with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. AEW Collision Saturday night 8 p.m. Saturday AEW 6 p.m. will be, I think, Rampage as we lead into AEW Double or Nothing's 2024. Now, their pay-per-views are always great. I give AEW credit where credit is due. They don't know how to put together a good program and have, storylines that well, except for the elder statesmen who were in the WWE know how to do it. But they know how to put on one heck of a show. This coming up Sunday, International Championship on the line. Roderick Strong will defend against Will Ospreay. That'll be a good match. The women's title on the line. Toni Storm defends against Serena Daub. That is going to be a great match. IPWP World Championship from New Japan Wrestling champion John Moxley defends against Tashi A match that should not even be on the card. Orange Cassidy and Trent. Boring. 3-way for the FTW rules match. Champion Chris Jericho with Big Bill takes on Hook and Shabudi. It's a 3-way match. Hook. It's going to be hardcore rules match. It's the first hardcore title I think Chris Jericho's ever really held. Also, the Bullet Club Gold, Jay White and the Guns defend their AEW Trios titles against Death Triangle. TBS title on the line, Willow Nightingale defends against Mercedes Moné, formerly Sasha Banks. The Elite, Okada, Jack Perry, and the Young Bucks will take on Team AEW, Bryan Danielson, FTR, and Darby Allin in an Anarchy in Arena match there. This is all going to be in Vegas, I think. And AEW World title, TNT Championship match. We'll have Adam Copeland, who Wednesday night, you're going to love this one, Logan Paul Jr. He brought back his version of the Brood by when Malachi Black defeated Kyle O'Reilly in a match. Blood fell on him. Reminded me of old WCW days. He defends against Malachi Black, the TNT Championship. And the AEW World titles on the line as champion Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana takes on Christian Cage with Keel Switch, Nick, and Mama Wayne. Do you think that Gangrel will show up for the match with Adam Copeland? And do you think that, no, I'm not a racist, Marcus. Why would you say such a dumbass thing? I just put down Kid Rock for saying that. I'm a dumbass. I'm going to call everybody racist. I'm a dumbass here. Oh, you're racist? You are? Well, you're a dumbass. I'm a race. Are you racist? I am. So you like Kid Rock's ignorant things, don't you? God's going to put you in the ground. You're going to be down there with the devil. It's a question not to ask when nobody is. The only people that are racist are Klansmen, Nazis, 3%ers with their 3% minds, the keepers of the oath, and the po' boys. And no, not the people that are coming up next hour. We got kids in here. You can't act like that. Also, I think Christian Cage might end up getting help from Adam Copeland this week. Let's see if that happens. You can't say anything like that in here, buddy. We got kids in here, families in here, women in here. We can't be disrespectful like that. Sure, you're facing murder charges. Sure. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. We are holding at, can you believe it? 67 degrees, beautiful sunny skies. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Good morning, Gail and the Zoo Crew. Thank you for joining us. I had to get rid of that guy because, we got too many people in here, and I'm not going to have that being said. We got women and children in here, and that's disrespectful. And if he is hateful and racist, we don't want him in here because then he'll start trying to talk against different people we have in here and try to turn them looking bad. We don't want to do that. All right. We don't deal with that. Do you think the Birmingham Stallions are going to go undefeated in this season in UFL? 36% of you say yes. 64% say no. I believe they're going to go undefeated. All right, there you go. Little wrestling wrap up, little everything. I'm hoping that the Brood get together on Sunday night and they help Christian win the title. The new Brood. Since you got Copeland, Christian Cage, and Gangrel can come on. They can put the band back together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. I can't wait till Jeff Hardy's released from AEW so he can go over to TNA with his brother. Back in a moment, we close out this period after this. Oh, I can do the brass knuckles for you, Logan Paul Jr. I know you're going to like this. I know you like Edge and Christian and everything and Gangrel. They might all get back together this Sunday. I do have a new grandbaby. Yes. It was a couple of weeks ago. What's it a couple of weeks ago? It was a week ago. It's a week ago. He's very, very ready to go, ready to take the world. Man, why are you saying hateful, racist things? What the heck's wrong with people? My mom and daddy were cousins. Lincoln's his first name. Brock Lesnar going to TNA. I'm not sure if that's a good question, Logan. Here's a good thing. We're hearing that Vince McMahon might take his money and buy another company. If he buys TNA, yeah, Brock Lesnar's going there. Red Brick, how you doing?
WQEE 99.1 FM, Noonan, Georgia.
Greg W., you say Vince will be in. Let's get back there. I'm going to talk to you guys. We got coming up from Moms for Liberty. We'll have Tina with us. Still to come in the final period, Moms from Liberty will be our guest this morning on the show, so stay tuned for that. A big marketing campaign going on in the area. Greg W. says Vince will be dead or in prison soon. People like that should be, but he's probably going to get away with it, Greg, and own something because hateful people get away with things. Any Drew McIntyre news? He's staying with the company. He's probably going to win a world title and defend it or against Comfort at the Clash at the Castle later this year. Red Bricks, are you spinning? Oh, okay, now you're good. I was spinning because I was underway. He's under investigation for all those sex crimes and that in his age. Yeah, Greg W., I agree with you on that. And we've been talking about it because I'm a big wrestling guy, so I've been following it. I want him to be in trouble. I want him to get in trouble. I want him to, but money will get you out of everything. He has sold his things with the WWE, and a man like him that loves to compete. Anybody's been watching WWE long enough, they know Vince McMahon. That man will go out there and buy something that's already in existence and try to compete with the WWE. And TNA is the only things available. Because AEW, because Tony Khan, no matter how bad it gets there, or even if it flops or whatever, he still got money. His dad still got money to keep it going. So Father Time is going to get him, is what you're saying, Greg. I agree with you. But you know as well as I know, this man will just go out and buy another company just to compete and bring Brock in just to compete. And since WWE is coming off of, in October, coming off of Fox heading to USA, and for a few months to the end of the year, Raw, NXT, and SmackDown are going to be on USA, Fox will have an open slot on Friday nights. Who do you think will try to get it? McMahon. Ooh-wee. Good morning, RyanORadio and guests. Good morning, Sweetleaf says. I'm not arguing with you, Greg, brother. I'm just saying I agree with everything you say, but you know as well as I know, we've been following this guy long enough to know that old man is going to try to have one more run. He's going to die of a heart attack sitting somewhere behind the screen. You're supposed to be, this is supposed to be biggest WrestleMania. Lockdown is supposed to be biggest WrestleMania. I took over this company and created my own pay-per-views. Oh, Lord. They shouldn't be stealing from you, Randy, but if you don't care, that's good, brother. Randy says, I don't care if they steal from me. Helps me out in the long run. All right, we still got to come up this morning. Tina with from Moms for Liberty will join us in the final period of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Somebody's out there singing. We'll talk about what's up with her and the events she's got coming on. Think Bruce Pritchard or Brock will get caught up in it? Nope. I think Brock is going to be out of it. And he just wanted to make some appearances a few times more for the WWE. And Bruce Pritchard doesn't have he's already stepped aside from it because he had nothing to do with it. But he'll step down from the WWE and go back to TNA if Vince takes over. I can see Drew McIntyre getting fired in a year. Why do you think that? Uh-oh. Logan, you just said something. And Gail's going to come get you because that's her favorite wrestler. I think she's just in love with him because he's the only one that shows himself. Sweet Leaf, Sue and gang, miss you guys. Love and prayers for you guys. If I miss issues, need a prayer. If I miss any issues and need prayers, amen. Sweet Leaf's like, good morning to you, Gail. Sue says, what's up, sweetheart? Bob says, good morning. Alice says, good morning. Everybody saying hello to you. Mike and Tim, Mike and Dave up in Canada saying hello. Tim saying hello as well. All good with us. Just hopefully Ryan gets as many polls on his poll as he did on Wednesday. 120 people to vote Wednesday. All right, God from heaven says, hey, Radio Man, do you ever go on vacation? Do I ever go on vacation? Not really. This weekend, I'm going to take the weekend off, be back on Tuesday. Because it's Memorial Day weekend, and we're saluting our soldiers this weekend. And remember what it's really about, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Gail says, hey, Canada! Down in Tennessee. Take me to another. No, I'm just kidding. Won't start singing yet. Won't do that just quite yet. Appreciate it, brother. Randy's like all over me and helping me out this morning. And I love him for that. I really do. He thinks, it's positive to get reinforcements from successful people. I never listen to unsuccessful people. Nothing against them. I want to see them succeed so I can help them out. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. That's right. There you go. I need to go to sleep. See you guys. All right, Logan Paul Jr., you go to sleep, little man. We thank you for being with us. Had a rough week. Is Holly and Pete and Cher okay? Everybody's doing good. We pray for Gail this morning. We pray over Gail and her family. As she had a rough week this week, we pray that everything goes well as she heads into the Memorial Day weekend. In Jesus' name, amen. So there you go. See you, bud. That's right, Logan. We'll see you, brother. Do you guys think that the Birmingham Stallions, are going to go undefeated this season in the UFL? 36% say yes. 64% say, no. I say they will. Big game this weekend against the Brahmas. They're going to go undefeated, I believe. They're going to go undefeated. No, we're in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, WQEE 99.1 FM. But the Stallions are our closest UFL team. Just like over in Alabama, the Falcons are their closest team. They are talking about 4 additional teams, some in California and 1 in Kentucky, maybe 1 in Tennessee. There you go. This week that might be dropping next season. I hope so. We're getting 4 additional teams, 2 in the XFL and 2 in the USFL. Yeah. Hope so. Let's go, Birmingham. I'm in Mobile. Way to go. Greg's in Mobile. Down in Mobile. Yep. You got water near you, and you're still in the Alabama area. Cool. Thanks for supporting our veterans this weekend, Mr. Radio Man. You're welcome. I thank them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to run my smack. We wouldn't be able to have anything. Alabama Slammer. There you go. Greg W. is a cool cat from down in Mobile. We're Real Radio, by the way, for you guys tuning in, 99.1 FM, WQEE. We're gonna be the first station in the metro Atlanta area to interview our friends from Moms for Liberty this morning because they got a new marketing campaign that they're doing here. Just wait and see. Everybody and their brother's going to be doing it after this. And you guys will be going, hey, Ryan told us they're copying him. Why are they not paying him? Back in a moment. Good morning, WQEE.
Good morning. This is Tina Descovich with Moms for Liberty.
Good morning, Tina. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good for a Friday morning.
Friday morning's a good morning.
It is, especially for Memorial Day weekend. So in my business, you don't get days off. So when you get a chance to have a day off, it's like, oh, take it.
I will say that about my business too.
I hear you.
2.5 years ago, I don't know that we've had a day off yet.
Anytime you have to work all the time like that, you don't know what a day off is.
No, not when it's a passion
Exactly.
project that you feel, very passionate. That's important work. It's hard to take a day off.
It is. But if it's something you love and care about, it's really not as much work.
I like that you said it's not as much work. People are like, if you love it, it's not work at all. I'm like, oh, yes, it is. I love it. It's work.
It's not as much work. Believe me, I love what I do. And I say it's not as much work. That's about my beliefs. Well, I've got the questions that was sent over. And what we're going to do is the first thing I'll just ask you about yourself and how you co-founded the organization and everything like that. Get a little background on it. And then we'll go into the 3 questions that were sent.
I have not seen 3 questions. I just have in my calendar to call this number. So
Okay. Well,
I'm concerned I can answer anything you want, but I don't have any at all.
no problem. Well, I always like for my guests to send me questions so that I ask them something, and it's questions you probably already know and everything. But I always like to do that on my end. I do that with everybody. So I'm not.
I think that's very considerate. If you want to tell me what they are, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
I can see you guys and answer them too.
Well, the first question I'm just going to ask you is going to be from me. It's going to be about Moms for Liberty, how it got launched, and all that. Well, how you got started with it. The second question is why did Moms for Liberty decide to launch this marketing campaign in Georgia? That's the second question.
Okay.
The third question is what other states does Moms for Liberty plan on expanding marketing campaigns information into?
Okay.
And then the final one is what does Moms for Liberty hope to achieve by marketing to Georgia parents? So those are the questions.
Got it. Perfect. I can handle all of those.
I knew you could. But always like to have it because it's easy for me to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm one of those people.
I have on my calendar 15 minutes. Is that about?
That's about 15 minutes. We might go a little 20. It doesn't. Okay. Between 15 or 20 is what we usually do. I have plenty of time, so I don't usually try to push through guests and everything and give them enough time. I want people to hear the information and not go da 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 da. What did she just say?
Yeah, I understand. So you're in Atlanta, right?
I am. That's,
okay.
Yep.
And is it? I'm sorry, I don't know more. Is it talk radio that we are on?
Yeah, we are. We're a mixture of everything. We're mostly sports talk and inspirational talk, and we have women power programs as well. So we're really kind of educational station, but we do a lot of inspirational talk with local preachers, a lot of women-based programs.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. I mean, that's definitely good to know. That's speaking wonderful.
Yep. And then sports during the day because I have a sports guy out of Florida that does our midday shows. He's all over television, but we're the only station he's on radio-wise. And then, we do music overnight sometimes, and most of the time it's talk. So in sports, so, yep.
Got it.
That's what people. I didn't design this format. our listeners did.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, cater to your customers and you'll be successful.
Yep. They decided what they wanted and we went with it. So, and it's been very successful. So, and I appreciate you taking the time out to be with me this morning. I know how busy it is for what you guys are doing and everything. So
I appreciate the opportunity to talk about what we're doing. Part of the success of this is getting the message out, getting parents engaged, activated.
Right. Well, we definitely want to do that. And I'm sure we got plenty of parents that are listening this morning. So
wonderful. Your listeners, do they lean more conservative, more middle of the road? Do you know?
I've got more middle of the road. I have a lot of conservative listeners and a few liberal listeners, but we have a more middle of the road. But I have a chat up on all. I record on all chats, and I have pretty good. Our listeners chat with each other pretty well with differences of opinions.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to believe the mainstream media that people don't get along when I see it every day on my show that people can disagree without calling each other names. So.
Well, you must just attract, probably because you have inspirational things, you attract quality people. I can tell you from being out there that people do not get along.
Wow.
They are so nasty to us. And, we don't fight back. We're not nasty. We just smile and wave. But
Right.
They want to fight, just tear down and destroy. And it's not nice.
Well, and that's why I wanted to have you guys on too, because I'm all about bringing knowledge to the listeners and let people know things, because that's another thing. When I interview politicians, I have them send me questions. I don't grill them about whatever's going on with them. I just let them speak. And it's just, I'm old school radio. I came from 20 years ago. I've been in radio for 20 plus years. So I come from a day and time when you have a guest, you let them speak and get their information out there and inform the audience and let the audience make up their mind that those people do all that grilling. They're just trying to make a name for themselves. I don't care about being a big name. I just want to get the information out. So.
Well, you're good at what you do. It sounds like, tell me your name. I don't even know.
My name is Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal. Well, I am grateful for the opportunity, Ryan.
Well, no problem. I appreciate it. We'll be going on here shortly. We're doing a little commercial break, and then we'll be going on.
Okay.
Got one more spot, and then we'll be headed, getting on the air.
Your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services, plus specific services like bed bugs, roads, and flea control. Even if you can't see them, insects are all around you 24/7. Active Pest Control wants to be the first line of defense. Active Pest Control, repair, bomb, pest, termite covered around. Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street, 770-954-9941.
Thanks for listening to Brakes Country right here on the T. You can catch Brakes Country on Brakes Country HD. Find us on YouTube today. YouTube.com/.
Here we go.
You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, the T in Noonan, Georgia.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the final period of play on this TGIF as we head into Memorial Day weekend. That's right. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout it out loud. We're across the RyanORadio media page. Of course, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada. And finally, right here in the Atlanta area, the Talk of Atlanta, 99.1 FM, WQEE to Key, part of the Jordan Communication of Family Radio Stations, home of Southern Talk, as well as Southern Sports. I should get that right, Ryan. Southern Sports, inspirational talk, and more. Getting a little tongue-tied there. Sorry about it, guys. I'm ready for the weekend to be there. We're also on the YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share everywhere you may be listening. We appreciate you guys this morning. You're inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary in a lockdown. And right now, we're going to go to our special guest this morning. Please welcome. We've got a member of Moms for Liberty. Please tell us who I have on the line with me.
Good morning, Ryan. It's Tina Descovich. I'm the co-founder of Moms for Liberty.
Excellent. Well, Tina, I'm glad to have you guys here with us. We're going to talk about what you guys are doing with us here in Georgia and all that great stuff. But I want to get a little background for my listeners, the real deal about who you guys are, how you got involved with this organization and everything, how you co-founded and, and all that great stuff.
I appreciate the opportunity. So Tiffany Justice and I are the co-founders of Moms for Liberty. We are former school board members here in Florida, just south of you guys. We served from 2016 to 2020 in different counties. We didn't even know each other. But we saw behind the education curve. We saw the things that were happening in public education, in particular how parental rights were being eroded and stepped on and taken away. And we served in 2020 through November of 2020. So we were sitting on the school board as we were trying to get schools open and masks off kids and stop quarantining healthy children. And so she and I got to know each other because we were appearing in our local newspapers for fighting against a lot of the things that were happening. In November of 2020, when we came off our terms, we looked across the country and we saw parents trying to show up at school board meetings to advocate for their kids, to get them back in school, get better curriculum, all types of things. And parents are being shut out. I mean, everybody saw what was happening. Mics were getting turned off mid-sentence. They were being escorted out at times. Wow. Zoom links were not being sent out for public meetings, closing public comment. It was really getting awful. And we just saw that parents didn't know how to advocate. And so we formed Moms for Liberty. We thought we would just, form and stay in Florida, but within 2 weeks of launching in 2021, people called from all over the country and wanted to start chapters. And so now we are 3.5 years old, and we are in 48 states. We have 300 chapters. Chapter covers a county in the United States. We have 130,000 moms and dads and grandparents on the ground, helping unify, educate, and empower parents to defend their parental rights.
Well, Tina, I know this takes a lot of time. I got other questions for you, but just come up here. It takes a lot of time out of your schedule, away from your family and friends and stuff. But how proud of you of this organization, you and your partner are, that you got that many people participating in 48 states?
We're just so thankful that parents and citizens and community members and grandparents are waking up to what is happening. Because when we served on school boards, in Florida, it's state law that the public and parents can come in and review textbooks, and we had to have school board meetings where, when I was chair, I would hit the gavel and say, would anyone like to comment on this book we're about to adopt, a history book? And, no one would show up, and we put it out in the paper, and I send out newsletters, and I put out on my social, please come review. I'm one school board member. I can't review 12 years of curriculum for all of us.
Right.
Community, and no one would show up. No one was paying attention. So what the 130,000 tells us, members tells us, is that people are waking up and paying attention, but there are so many more people that need to be aware of what's going on.
Well, I tell you what, it's great to have you with us this morning. And we have Tina, one of the co-founders of Moms for Liberty, with us on the show, the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Guys, it is about 12 minutes past the hour and 67 degrees in the Atlanta market. Why did Moms for Liberty decide to launch this marketing campaign here in Georgia that you guys are about to launch?
Yeah, so if you are in Georgia and the Atlanta area and all around the state, this week we put up billboards across the state, and we are launching, a large advertising and marketing campaign to grow Moms for Liberty in Georgia. South Carolina, for example, I think we have like 24 chapters, North Carolina 22 chapters, Florida 35 chapters. In Georgia, we only have 7 chapters.
Wow.
And so we want to grow in Georgia to help unify and educate parents, to help them find their voice. We get emails from people in Georgia, parents that are concerned about this or that. But when you stand alone as a lone mom or dad or grandparent at that mic, you just don't have the power that you should have as a parent, and the authority that you should have when you speak to the school board. But when you go in with 10 or 20 people, it makes a big difference. We want to help parents in Georgia to do that.
Sounds great. And what other states does Moms for Liberty plan on expanding markets the same as you are here in Georgia?
Well, the advertising and growth campaign, we have targeted Georgia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Arizona right now. I will tell you, we are in 40 different states, and so we would love to add Vermont and Utah. I don't know what the holdout is in those two states for even a single chapter. But then we have states after that as we grow and raise more funds. We would like to do what we're doing in Georgia in all 50 states.
Sounds good. I think it'll eventually come. I mean, you just have to work and find the right people that want to do it. I think everybody wants to be involved in a great organization. And what does Moms for Liberty hope to achieve by marketing to Georgia parents?
We hope to help empower them. We want to grow chapters again in chapters and counties. We're hoping more people will hear about the work we're doing, see the success we're having in other states. Right now, we have a lawsuit we've combined with Young Americans for Freedom, the state of Kansas, the state of Utah, the state of Alaska, and we are suing the Biden administration for the rewrite of Title IX. Mm-hmm. I think that's important. It's important to Georgia residents and families and parents all across the country for a lot of reasons. Because, first of all, most people don't know what just happened with Title IX. It doesn't even go into effect till August 1st. Mm-hmm. But the Department of Education, the U.S. Department of Education, has rewritten Title IX from a half-a-page document that protected women and women's sports and girls in schools to add the term gender ideology as a protected class. And what that's going to do is it's going to override state laws and local school district policies that have been put in place to protect girls in sports and locker rooms and bathrooms and other activities, overnight field trips, things of that nature. And so, we're pushing back against that to protect girls. And I think it's important that parents to realize the things, not just that, but all the things that we are doing to help empower them and get a say back in their child's life and their education.
Sounds good. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on in with this particular information and schools and everything. And we definitely need to be behind women's sports and everything. I think majority of Americans believe that. I know that you guys don't hear it a lot. I know that with you working diligently for some of the things you do, I think the majority of Americans don't believe that young ladies' sports should be invaded by anything but young ladies. And even, we just don't get that enough spokespersons out there. And I think you guys are doing a great job. And I appreciate you being with me this morning, Tina. And before we let you go here in just a few and get all your information and all that good stuff, anything else you'd like to add this morning for our listeners?
I would just like to tell them that now is the time. The things that are happening that you just said, we just talked about briefly. We did a poll nationally, and we know that 70% of Americans agree with us. That schools should be teaching the basics at a minimum. That kids should not be taught that they can be a boy or a girl, neither or both. They think that girls should be girl sports and boys should be boy sports. Right. And that's across the board. That's Democrats, Republicans, Independents. That's people that are pro-choice and pro-life. These issues on protecting their kids and giving parents, protecting parents' rights to raise them they're just nonpartisan, and everybody agrees. And so I hope people will go to momsforliberty.org and sign up for our newsletter at a minimum. You can click join fight if you want to become a member, and you can click start a chapter if you want to start a chapter in your county.
Sounds good. And any other ways to follow you guys on social media and all that good stuff before we let you go?
Yeah, we are on everything. Instagram, Twitter, or X, Facebook, or Meta. Everything keeps changing its name.
I know.
Moms, the number 4 Liberty on all our accounts, and we hope that you'll follow us.
Well, Tina, it's been a pleasure having you here this morning with us, and hope to have you back in the near future and everything. Guys, we're going to be back in a moment. Stay with us. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. All right. That was wonderful. Thank you.
I appreciate the time, Ryan. Have a great day.
You too. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I just want to get the interview on so that people would understand that the attacks in the media on all these different groups are not what. See, I think I proved right there that you guys need to be watching me. And no other media, right or left. She was a nice lady. She had her opinion. She didn't feel attacked. And that's what I don't do. Okay. I don't attack somebody. So for, people want trolls. And I know some of you have a different opinion than theirs, and that's fine. Everybody has the opinions. Monster of Liberty, a women organization. Well, we got to be for women, right? Brad asked earlier, can anybody just call in? Well, yeah, if you guys want to call in now, you can. 770-347-9947 if you want to call in, buddy.
These programs you have for the kids are free of cost for the children. So we do fundraisers. Right now we're doing a fundraiser for these Malachi Project t-shirts. We're $25 donation. You can receive a Malachi Project t-shirt, and your donation will go into the ministry. And so we will be on the Newman Square May 24th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you would like to contribute to this fundraiser, this cause, we are doing with the Malachi Project.
And Stairway to Heaven is the song they're going to be having today. You asked about that. Lyrical Wisdom's going to have I guess you guys are nice people, because most of the time people are mean. We're the nice people, guys. The world is definitely coming in. She said that she heard worse where she was at from people, and we must have good people. I'm like, we're the nice guys at this station, and so is my listeners. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. I want to thank Tina with Moms for Liberty for being with us this morning. We thank her for being on the show. We thank her very much. Now, everybody in Georgia trying to get her on the show. We got to get them on because he was on Ryan's show. The guy first got to have her all on the show. We want to get political. I wanted to get informational. And they can be who they want to be. People can be who they want to be. Want to thank her once again, though. We appreciate Tina for being with us at Moms for Liberty. And whoa, Z. Hey, you're my Devin B. Hey, you're my favorite. I'm popping in right now and making it easier to slip out things. Devin, thank you. Red Bricks, we're the nice guys, by the way, to let you know. Society's got to really be bad off, and we're all the nice ones. Gail's like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, my Lord. 22 minutes past the hour. We want to thank her for being with us. Guys, and of course, Brad, if you want to call in, 770-347-9947. He's a contractor living off the grid on 60 acres. I want to start a channel, just never have any time. You got a real job, brother, hard job. Thank you for your service. It's Memorial Day, and we want to thank everybody for their service. We had somebody on here that's in the U.S. forces. I got to go back. I didn't get to say hello to, I said hello to him, but I didn't get to thank him for his service. Greg, that's who it was. Greg W. He said, I'm grateful for all our men and women who serve. God from heaven, I hope so, son. I'm out here, beloved Navy, and is doing well. We appreciate you guys, everybody, for sure. And thank you for whoever's serving everywhere. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, guys. You guys want to call in? You can call in. Just remember, no cursing. That could get me in trouble. $1,500 per cuss word. FCC. Maybe $1,500 a month. I appreciate it. All right, good morning, everybody tuning in. We got a few minutes left with you. It is wrestling weekend, AEW Double or Nothing. We talked about it last hour. We're going to dive into a couple other news stories in just a few moments and everything. But I got to say, as we get ready to, I guess we're not taking another break because we just took that break. Oh, so many people voting. Do you think the Birmingham Stallions will go undefeated this season in UFL? Yes. 33% say yes. 67% say no. I say they will as they take on this weekend. It's Football Friday, and we got a lot of football for you this weekend, ladies and germs, boys and girls, children of all ages. UFL weekend ahead. Saturday, St. Louis Battlehawks take on the Renegades, 12 p.m. Saturday, the Stallions of the Brahmas at 3 p.m. Sunday, the Panthers and the Roughnecks at 2:30 p.m. and the DC Defenders and Showboats, both at 2:30 p.m. games. CFL games on Saturday, Red Blacks take on the Tiger Cats 2 p.m. BC Lions will take on the Stampeders at 4 p.m. The Rough Riders will take on the Elks at 4 p.m. and Toronto and Montreal have the night game at 7:30 p.m. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Yep. Tell everyone how cool Lyrical Wisdom Show is. It's Bruce and Donna. They want to know. I got you guys the stuff wrote down from last week. I got to get them over to them. They're going to be doing Stairway to Heaven this morning. Following us on the show at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lyrical Wisdom with Bruce Thornton and Donna Wood every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And they're going to be doing Stairway to Heaven by Zeppelin today. And you're buying the stairway to heaven. The groove. The groove. Look at this new person. Look. This is where they're at. I'm showing it on the YouTube. Thank you. Wow. All right, guys. We got a lot in store for you. We do. All right, we got a little bit of sports news for you, all of that good stuff. It's probably time to get back into some of the news. Yes, tell everyone. Yes. What is your questions today, guys? We got a few more minutes with you. So I have to go, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for sharing. No, Red Bricks, you do not have to go. No, you don't. Just kidding. You're in lockdown. Don't make me send old Red to bring you back in there. And no, he's not that dog from Blake Shelton's song. He's the big old guy standing in the corner over here. He's the one that won't let any of you out. You're not getting out of the penitentiary today. You're in lockdown. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he does an okay show. He's an all right fella. I'm just kidding. He's an all right fella, as they would say in the South. Wish I could stay, but I'm chasing dead presidents, sir. Oh, you shouldn't be chasing. They're dead already. Why are you chasing them? I know what you're talking about, money. So you got your ghost hunting team, is what you're saying? Well, an investigation is underway in Salt Lake City, Utah, after a 34-year-old man who recently filed for bankruptcy allegedly killed his 6-year-old son and tried to kill himself over the weekend. Samuel Owen recently filed for Chapter 13 in April. He's divorced, sole custody of his son, and I guess he was losing money and he decided the best way was to kill himself and his son. Wow, man. What a sad situation that is. What a sad situation that is. You too, Sherry. You guys have a great day. Also, a 33-year-old Pennsylvania man is charged with homicide for allegedly killing his roommate by dismembering him on his own birthday. Happy birthday! You're dead, and I'm chopping you up. Ugh. Well, he also scattered the body parts around several areas in the location just to make sure people couldn't find him. Joshua Moser, his name, was arrested on May 15th for an unrelated parole violation charge. On May 16th, officers looked into addition to him and found out that, well, Moser said he had choked the victim, hit him in the head with a hammer during an argument because the victim, well, I guess didn't bring his vehicle back. No, he was living in his basement. I'm sorry, that's a different vehicle. The victim was living in his basement, and they got into an argument because the victim's house caught on fire. Ugh. All right, yeah, just make sure you staying with. Don't ever trust anyone. You can come stay with me in my basement. Somebody offers you to stay in their basement. That may not be a good idea. It's better to stay at the hotel. Good Lord Almighty. People just get into arguments, think they can kill people. Well, I'm mad at you. I have a right. It's just like the guy I told you yesterday, was like saying, I killed them 2 women because it was self-defense. I killed those 2 women because of self-defense. Guy I told you yesterday, he called his girlfriend with her friend and in a compromising position. And he said he just got mad and saw red, and that's all he did. Guess he was listening to that Warrant song. I saw red. Then he tried to turn around and say, it was self-defense. She shouldn't have been sleeping with her. It was self-defense. I still can't get that. Still don't understand that. Most men that don't like that, they just walk away and say, forget this woman. I'm not going to date her. Other men be like, where's the phone at? I'm videoing this. No, I'm not videoing it because I want to break up with you. I'm videoing it so I can watch it later. But no, he killed him. No. 31 minutes past the hour, ladies and gentlemen. It is 68 degrees, beautiful sunny skies out there in the Atlanta area and metro Atlanta areas. Sun in the fun, ladies and gentlemen. Or I should say fun in the sun is your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Ryan and the crew can exterminate and lay the smack. Michael and the crew can exterminate and lay the smack down for you. Used to be a Ryan there. That's why I said that. No reason given. Woo! All right, Brad, thank you for being with us. Brad, is this Flat Earth Brad? If you want to say something, you can call in 67. Our phone number here, if you guys want to call in. We've got viewer open. Sweetly says, I'd love to call in, but it's too far. Sue says, me too. Tim says, one day I will call in. All right. Alice and them say in Canada they wouldn't be able to. She tried. Guess it's long distance for her. 770-347-9947. Some people just don't think and get stupid. You got that right, Cher. They are. They're stupid. I killed somebody because they were getting it on somebody else. Our poll question this morning is, do you think the Birmingham Stallions will go undefeated this season in the UFL? 33% say yes. 67% say no. They're going to lose a game. They got a couple more games. They got to lose a game. I say they're going to go undefeated. I'll be surprised if they lose. They got a tough task ahead of them this weekend against the Brahmas. but in Texas, but I still think they can get it done. Or as somebody used to say, get her done. Goofy like Benny Hill. Who's good? Benny Hill? Hill now good. Hill. Good day, brother. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Oh, are you your last name Hardy? You know, because I have somebody on here named Rogers that said they're kin to Kenny Rogers. Don't know if it's true or not. I have somebody on here that says they're kin to the guy Kennedy, and they said they're kin to the Kennedys. I think that might be true too. I don't know. So are you kin to Matt and Jeff Hardy? I just want to say that. The wrestlers. You're probably say, yeah, I am. How did you know? No, good day, brother. How you doing, Mr. Hardy? Reminds me when I hear Hardy name her. That comedian on years ago. I know who Benny Hill is. I just like to, every time I hear Benny Hill, I think of the other Benny. Pushing people down, slamming them down, making them fall. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's see what we got here. Don't want to do any wrestling news. We already got you ready for that. Coming this weekend, it's going to be the AEW Double or Nothing on Sunday. I might be able to actually see it since I might be off. Oh, my. You love Jeff Hardy. I knew it. I tell you something cool. His guitar player, Junior, is a buddy of mine. You know, he's got a band. And the guy that plays guitar with him has been with him since day one. Junior Morrell, he's a friend of mine. I've even had him on the show here before. So cool. All goes back to Jeff. Jeff's doing good, by the way. Uh-oh. Michael says he's calling himself a fag. Wow, Michael. Are you one of those conspiracy nut theorists that think that shapeshifters are being real? When I know somebody who's using that just to get in your mind and make money off of you. I'm a Christian, buddy. We don't talk like that. We got kids in here, Michael. Oh, I call it like that because my mom and daddy are not. My mama told me my daddy went on vacation. At the same time, my granddaddy went on vacation. Maybe that's because they're one and the same. All right, a little bit of other news for you. We told you earlier that Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu to address the joint session of the Congress, according to Speaker Johnson. Also, U.S. targets Georgia with a measure over a influence law. Wow, that's some stuff you can read for yourself on the WQEE page. Biden and Trump debate would be the first without commission on presidential debates since 1987. Let's give them 3 hours so they can argue it out. Stop the 2 hours. Stop. You only got 2 minutes. Come on. Let's let them argue it out. I have fun watching them argue. Everybody else is, oh, I'm worried. I'm like, God, I like this. This is funny. I'm like that Michael Jackson meme with the popcorn when they're fighting. I'm not Canadian, and there's nothing wrong with Canadians. We have a lot of Canadian listeners. He said, your Canadians are crazy, is what this guy is saying. And his name's Michael. He's talking bad about me. Canadian listeners, I'm giving it over to you guys. You know what those Canadians will say to you? Oh, it's nice to meet you. Very well. Come. We would like to feed you. That's what most serial killers say. I wouldn't mess with them. They said, what? Wait. They're talking about Canadians? Yeah, right. Afraid Biden's not making it past 10 minutes. I don't think either one of them can make it past 10 minutes. I think 10 o'clock at night is too late for these guys. I think they both want to be asleep by that time. But I say let's start them at 6 o'clock. and let them argue. Love our Canadians, said Gail. They would kick his butt. Yep. That's funny, Artie. I appreciate it, brother. Now, Brad, thank you for dropping this in for me, brother. But we started them early. Like, look, we just started early, and all of us come together and have a party. I should have a live feed that night. I should go live on that night and have a good time with you guys. I know it's in June. I think it's close to my birthday. I should go live that night. I'm gonna think about going live that night so we all can have a good time. So you guys can have a good time. At least so you guys can have a good time. You're like, man, this is boring. This is look what they just, you know. There you go. Sweet Leaf and Gang and Sue. Okay, cool. Brad says NASA is a fraud organization that steals $700 million a day to show you CGI and fake space art. You know what, Flat Earth? I'm not going to disagree with you, Brad, on that they're taking all that money. I've never been to outer space, so I can't say there's something there or not. But people that have said they've been there, astronauts, I can't disagree with them on what they say. But I can't disagree with you either because I've never seen it in person myself. So see how I get along with everybody? Everybody's like, you need to really be mean, Ryan. You need to start a fight. No. Do a show of homes so Andrew can enjoy it. Yeah, she'd make it fun, wouldn't she? Since I'm boring. That's what you're saying, Gail, I'm boring. Oh. Yeah, I would like to do one that night for the first debate between the two. And I'd have more fun reading what you guys are saying on there than I would me doing it. But ribeyes are $29 a pound here. Woo! Well, we're going down to South Africa where Eliza is having ribeye today. She's grilling out today, so we're just going to go there. Hey, fellow gangbanger. Well, I'm not a gangbanger, but I appreciate you saying that. Goat 24. You are the GOAT, brother. All right. Let's see what else we got. Nah, she's funny and beautiful. Love your wife. Oh, okay. She's funny and beautiful. And what am I? I'm not funny. I make everybody laugh every day. Hey, how you doing, Yvonne? Thank you for joining us. Do you guys think the Birmingham Stallions are going to be undefeated this season? I say yes. 33% of you say yes. 67% of you say no. Don't watch the UFL? Come on. There's less hate in there. I'm just kidding. You know, it's like used to Alabama-Auburn games were all the real heated rivalries, but now Alabama-Auburn people are like, what's going on in politics? Thank you. I appreciate you saying. I'm just beautiful. I'm not funny. I want to be funny, not beautiful. Yvonne, you are in. Oh, okay. Thank you for being there. Good afternoon to you. We appreciate you being with us. What's going on? I just heard something. I think I heard a robin outside. I just started watching the NFL from last season. Well, you know, this coming up season in the NFL, they're going to have the NFL draft will be held in Green Bay, Wisconsin from April 24th to 26th next year. So there you go. I am funny. Whoops, now you didn't get any help, Gail. You're in trouble now. I know you think it's Cher, but you always have. You just think I'm funny because I'm from the South. I'm just kidding. Gail's like, look, you make fun of us too much. Yeah, I don't make fun of Tennessee. It's Mississippi I make fun of. Tennessee's like us in Georgia. We're educated. We all have shoes. We don't count. We don't take our shoes off the count in Tennessee and Georgia. In Alabama. I know you think that they do, but they don't. Now, Mississippi, on the other hand, when they got a few missing toes, they still can't count. Oh, boy, I got a missing toe right here. Oh, no, I don't think about Iowa. Right now, we're not going to pick on Iowa because you guys are going through some storms and stuff. You're in our prayers. We're not going to pick on our friends from Iowa. We'll pick on our friends from Idaho who listen. In Tennessee, we ride unicorns and take horse pills and date lizard people. I know, that's the problem. Oh, Lord, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You guys don't do that, do you? No, in Mississippi they do. They can't. They're like, I'll tell you what, man. 1, 2, 3. I only got three fingers and a thumb on this hand. I got 5 over here. That's 10, right? Okay, well, if I add my toes, 3 toes down here, that'd be 13. No, it's still not. It's still 12. 12. That gun, I got to recount. Somebody from Mississippi's going to go get me. That boy ain't right. We ain't going to let him mess with us. No, right now we're praying for our friends in Iowa. So we'll get back to picking at you guys when everything gets back to normal. I mean, the worst thing I can say about you guys is you've got snow 7 months out of the year. Kind of like Wisconsin. Too much snow, not enough dough. We're not messing with you guys today because did you ever find out, share about if there's a GoFundMe account or something for that town that went down? That also got burnt that we were talking about the other day. So we're going to take a break. Stay tuned. This is Friday, TGIF, Memorial Day weekend. Couple other newsworthy notes. Everest claims 4th climber this week during busy ascent. Good thing Darby Allin broke his leg and couldn't do that a couple of months ago. Why anybody would go Mount Everest, climb Mount Everest, I would never understand. That is the highest point and the coldest point ever. People freeze to death going there. Back in a moment to close out the show. Oh, you haven't heard anything yet? Okay. When you do, let me know, Cher. I want to announce it. I don't like to see anybody damaged and their businesses damaged and things going on, because with no businesses, local cable and television and radio won't make money in those areas. They won't make money to take care of their families. I know that FEMA's going to help out, but still.
For the top expert in Medicare, health insurance, and life insurance, look no further than CP Financial. Meet Charmaine, your trusted agent. Charmaine works with multiple companies, ensuring you get the options tailored just for you. Why settle for less when you can have the best? 706-525-5931.
Awesome to hear. Gail knows about tornadoes too over there in Tennessee. So thank you, Randy. I appreciate it, brother.
Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location
bring you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Hey folks, this is Mark White with The Mark White Show, and you can tune into The Mark White Show every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here on Rock 99, WQEE, The Key.
Oh, man. What's up, Ben? Yes, sir. That's Art behind me. Yes, sir.
This is Holly Reese with Warrior Defenders. Tune in every Monday at 10:30 a.m. for Empower Strikes Back on WQEE, The Key 99.1 FM.
Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Oh, they don't want none. Yeah. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, everybody? We appreciate you being with us. We got 28 people voting on Wednesday's poll question. Had a lot yesterday and the day before, and the day before that and the day before that. Today, not as many, but hey, probably not as much fan base for UFL. Do you think the UFL is going to go undefeated this season? Good morning. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Mark Wilson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am very well. Thank you to ask me. So actually, I am just calling you to let you know that you already have free health insurance with Marketplace.
I got a hell of a lot of insurance, but I don't need anything else. What are you gonna give me? You gonna order me a pizza? I want some pizza. You gonna give me some money for a new home?
No. This is not a sale.
Oh, I got. Well,
buy and purchase anything.
health insurance don't help me when I'm homeless.
Yeah, free health insurance.
Free health insurance. I've already got free health insurance. Yeah, I've already got it. I got Obamacare, so.
You got Obamacare, perfect. And are you getting the all benefit like?
I got all the Obamacare I need.
And more much.
I got everything. Oh no, they won't give me no. They told me they're not gonna give me any free money. They said they had to give that to other people.
We are helping to provide you some extra mission benefits. So may I know how old are you?
Too old, man. Too old. I'm in my 50s. How old are you? Is there a lady there I can talk to?
Sound like very young.
Oh, okay. Well, is there a lady there I can talk to? I'd like to speak to.
15-year-old.
I'd like to speak to one of the young ladies there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sound like very young.
I like young ladies. Yeah.
You are young man.
Yeah, I'm a young man. I like young ladies. Do you know any young ladies that I can speak with?
May I know how old are you?
I'm 40 something, but I want to talk to one of them 22-year-old girls there.
So you sound like 22, 25.
Yeah, I like 25-year-old girls. Yeah, is there any there?
You are 25-year-old.
No, I'm in the 40s, but I like 25-year-old girls. Yeah.
So you don't have Medicare, Medicaid,
I got the free health care. I got my own and everything. I just want to get one of them girls there that's 25 years old, that's young, that's can take care of me. I want one of them 25-year-old girls to take care of me. Can you put them on the phone for me?
So you are living from beautiful state of Georgia.
Oh yeah, and we love women in Georgia.
Yeah. May I know how is the weather today?
Oh, it's beautiful out there today. I just need a 25-year-old.
I am going.
He's not giving up. He's not giving up. Oh my goodness. I should hire him for sales here at the station. I should do that. He was fun to deal with, guys. Most of them get really mad and angry and hang up and everything. He kept on doing his job and cutting up. I loved it. That kid right there, he's got it. That young man right there that was on with us, he's got a good sense of humor. So I give him all the credit in the world. I had to hang up on him, but I give him all the credit in the world. He kept laughing and everything. He didn't get offended. Thank God. Thank God this young man had a good sense of humor. He's probably going to go home and tell everybody, this guy called this morning. He was asking about girls and he was doing it. And he's going to tell all of his friends and they're just going to have a good time. Yeah, they're calling late because, Cher, I've been doing that same thing I just did to him to every one of them. Rusty, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, guys, come on and get one more, at least one more on the poll question. Do you think Stallions are going to go ahead and go undefeated this season in UFL? I think so this coming up weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, celebrating those real men and women for what they do. Gotta love my crank calls in the morning. They call me, I don't call them. Busy night last night. Prayers for you, brother. I hope you have a slow Memorial Day weekend. I hope Memorial Day weekend is so slow you don't get anything. You get paid just to sit there and do the crossword puzzle or play on your phone. That's what I pray for. That's what I pray for. You're off. Good. I hope your coworkers get no work this weekend. For everybody's like, why are you saying that, Ryan? He's a CNA. What's up, Stephen Kennedy? Good morning to you, brother. Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States honoring and mourning the U.S. military personnel who died during service in the United States Armed Forces. From 1868 to 1970, it was observed on May 30th. Since 1971, it's observed on the last Monday of May, and that begins this Monday. So saluting all our men and women who have passed away, and everybody's done everything for us. I do it on all these holidays, whether it's Veterans Memorial or any of the holidays celebrating our soldiers. I always salute every one of them. I know each one of them have their particular holiday, but I always salute every one of them on it just because, I'm able to get out here and run my smack. We want to thank Tina from one of the co-founders of Moms for Liberty, for being on the show this morning. We appreciate it. Go back and listen to that if you want to, and listen to the show. Thank you for your service, Rusty, in the Armed Forces. I remember you telling me that, and I appreciate what you do. Stephen, you might love my interview with Moms for Liberty. It was this morning with Tina, one of the co-founders. We were able to speak with her. It was great to be able to have a good variety of program. Come back on Tuesday. We're going to do movie reviews with Shane B. He and I are going to talk about the top 10 movies, what's hot and what's not from Memorial Day weekend. Wednesday, Weird Wednesday, True Crime Thursday, and more. We'll probably have some guests next week. It's the last week of the month, and Monday is Memorial Day. Thank you for your service, Rusty, says Cher. Thank you. Gail, where are you at? Why are you trying to hide? We're not playing that anymore, Gail. Anyway, all right, we're going to end the poll question because I got as many as I wanted on that one. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Sam Wilson, and I'm calling you from SEA department. How are you doing today?
Sam, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, sir. Thanks for asking. The reason of my short call is to let you know that the federal government is providing you free subsidies, and that free subsidies will help you in paying all of your house insurance bills without any cost to you.
I already got free.
You professional subsidies. May I know how old are you, sir?
I already got all the free stuff I need. I don't need anything else. I'm in my 40s, but all I want to know is any girls sitting next to you? Any young ladies? I like they're about 30.
We will add more benefits in your current plan, sir.
No. I just want to know See if there's any 30-year-old girls next to you. I love young ladies at 30. I'm in my 40s and I'm looking for one. Can you hook me up?
Sir, we are providing you free health services.
Free health services. Don't women come with that? Sorry, ladies out there. I apologize to all my ladies out there. I'm just messing with telemarketers. You know, I support the women and everything because we even had our friends from Monster Liberty on. You know I do. This is how you stop the calls coming in. You start messing with them. They are calling me less than anybody else I know because they think I'm crazy. But I am crazy because I'm Ryan O'Neal. We're going to get out of here for the weekend. You guys have a great day, great rest of your day and everything. Remember those given the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Yes, indeed. I'm able to run my smack because of them. Thank you. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We're back here next week. I should be back on Tuesday. You guys have a great weekend ahead. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, good night. This is RyanORadio Penitentiary. You guys are in lockdown. All righty. Good, stop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. We'll see you guys. This is the after show. And we appreciate you guys being with us. Stay tuned for Lyrical Wisdom coming up next. Followed by Let's Suck Your Divorce. Then Focus on the Family and Hope, Healing, and Inspiration. Best sports lineup in the business. Football Friday. Thank you guys for being with me.